Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Walnut Creek Streaming Network for the CCL North Championship. It's the #2 seed Crawdads and the #1 seed Sonoma Stompers here in Sonoma at Arnold Field. First pitch just moments away. Kasey Kazliner, Limoncelli on the call. Crawdads 23-15 season. The Stompers 25-15. Both teams winding past to get here, but they've won a lot of games recently between the two.
Yeah, absolutely. And Crawdads today facing off against the right-hander Sean McBroom. Not a big guy, 5'9", 182 pounds. He's committed to Cal State San Marcos, a guy that Crawdads have seen before. He walked 4 and gave up 4 hits, so he's going to be the first guy on the mound on a bullpen that we're going to assume is going to be very extensive. This is a winner-go-home game for both teams, and Sonoma has the home field advantage, but just like the Crawdads, they want to get to SoCal tomorrow for the trip and eventually play the winner of whoever wins the South.
Absolutely no expense can be spared in this one. But Kasey, the Crawdads won the season series in 2025 against Sonoma 5-4. When they're then playing here at Arnold Field, they're 3-1. They won 10-1 on June 25th, and they lost 10-5 on June 28th. Then 2 more wins after that, 8-3 on July 11th, and then 9-1 July 19th. This has been a launch pad for both teams. The ball loves to fly, wind blowing out into left field today. Defense for Sonoma, it's Poloski behind the dish, Lazul at first, Sealkin at second, Olympia at short, Handrin at third. Trent Keys in left, Cam Hegeman in center, and Quinn Maiden in right field. Leading off, it's Ryan Ellis, the DH for Walnut Creek, a guy who has been red hot of late. Ellis yesterday went 2 for 5, a double and a single in the win over the San Luis Obispo Blues. Last week, hit 300 in the 5-game win streak. First offering from McBroom, a strike down the middle.
Sounded fast. They don't really have velos on hand, but that sounded like a really quick pitch.
Indeed it did. McBroom trying to be spotless against the Crawdads. Here's the 0-1. Ellis swings and misses at the breaking ball.
Good break on that as well. A lot of movement right when it got toward the plate.
And so now 0-2 count to Ellis, a guy, a third-year Crawdad, very experienced in this situation. The 0-2, McBroom delivers. Ellis flares it off foul, left side.
Score update, the Oaks up 3-1 on the Saints, and Kaneha has runners on the corners, 2 outs, bottom 7.
Both teams fans want to keep an eye on the championship matchup in the South. Obviously, the winner of that will play the winner of today's game. Once again, the 0-2 to Ellis. Breaking ball hit hard on the left side of the infield. The shortstop, Olympia, collects the weak throw over to first. Not in time. A leadoff single for Ryan Ellis.
He's been such a good table setter these past few weeks, and again, he doesn't necessarily need to drive it to the gap to get a base hit. Infield hit for him, he'll like it out.
So the first man aboard for Walnut Creek. Here's Cam Calvillo in the 2-hole. Went 1 for 5 yesterday against the Blues on the season. Calvillo, a .256 hitter in 23 games. Second highest average on the team in the regular season. 5 extra base hits, 9 runs driven in for Calvillo. McBroom working from the stretch. Peers to Ellis at first. Kicks and delivers to Calvillo. Swing and a miss. Nasty low breaking ball.
Yeah, he's gotten that swing and miss stuff early. You don't want to give anything too much over the heart of the plate. If you're McBroom, we saw Ellis take advantage of a fastball that looked meaty.
McBroom, a 2.11 ERA in 4 appearances for Sonoma this season. He's 1-0. Throwback to first, Ellis safely standing. Calvillo, the longest tenured Crawdad in the order today and on the roster as well. His 4th season with the team. Last year was his best. He was an all-CCL third baseman in 35 games. McBroom winds and delivers the 0-1. Calvillo hits it hard on the right side of the infield, gets past Lazul for a base hit. Great piece of hitting from Calvillo there. 2 aboard for the 3-hole man, Joey Donnelly.
Yeah, and the thing with McBroom is he hasn't given up that many hard hit balls. But again, they've been hard enough to make it hard on the infield to glove. And again, now in a tough situation where you allow Joey Donnelly to come up.
McBroom, 17 innings pitched, allowed 12 hits on the year, 17 Ks, 5 walks. Now he faces the ever-dangerous Donnelly, who had 4 singles yesterday, 4 for 5, 2 runs driven in on the year. Second in the CCL North in batting average at .341. Donnelly also tied for second in the North in RBIs. He's got a chance for one here as well. First offering from McBroom. Fastball called strike at the knees.
McBroom's whip exactly coming into this game is 1.0. So a guy that isn't shying away from giving up contact and hits, but he's going to want to get that in check here early.
McBroom has the sign from Poloski. Appears at second. The 0-1 comes home. Donnelly takes off speed low. 1 ball and 1 strike to the third-year Crawdad.
4 hits yesterday.
He did. He was a monster getting on base. Just slapped everything up the middle. He's been up and down of late after being one of the hottest hitters the entire season. The 1-1. Donnelly hits it deep into left field. Keys going over to his right. He puts it away.
I think the Stompers fans and everyone held their breath for a minute because we know how good Joey Donnelly can drive the ball to the outfield. Good job from Keys, ranging over from left center and making the catch.
Yeah, good defensive play, hit well into left center field. Could have been extra bases had it gotten down. But instead, it's an out. And now the cleanup man, Zach Justice. 2 aboard, first and second, 1 down in the top of the first. Crawdads trying to take the lead early here in the North Championship. Righty-righty matchup. McBroom delivers. Justice hits it hard on the ground to third. Handren steps on the bag for 1. The throw to first in time. 5-3 double play. The Crawdads strand a pair. We'll head to the bottom of the first. Sonoma trying to break it open. Back for the bottom of the first on the Crawdad streaming network. 0-0 ball game between Sonoma and Walnut Creek here in the CCL North Championship. Ray Olivas, the starter today for the Crawdads, making his 10th appearance on the year. He started just 1 time. That was all the way back on July 8th against the Menlo Park Legends. It's arguably his worst outing of the year, but Olivas, an all-star selection for Walnut Creek, 1-1 with a 2.84 ERA in 19 innings. He has been electric on the hill all season long, Casey.
He has, and even though he's not a guy who typically starts, he can come out of the bullpen and give you length. I mean, his longest relief appearance, 3 full innings, like you said, in that tough loss against the Legends. He went 4. The Crawdads don't necessarily need length out of him today. It is a win or go home game. They have the bullpen available, but you want him to give you solid innings and sit down the Stompers lineup at least a couple times.
Absolutely. They'd love to see 4 innings out of Olivas, if not more. You see Santa Barbara man ready to go from the right side, facing Quinn Medine, the right-handed right fielder. Medine, only 5 games of action for the Stompers this year. A late add. First offering to him, high fastball.
Yeah, he's wearing Colton Boardman's number 3, so don't confuse him with another great Stomper who left the season early.
1-0 count to the University of Colorado Springs man. The 1-0, check swing, foul ball. Medine in those 5 games though, Kasey, he's raked. A 471 average. He's had 8 hits. Pair of multi-hit games, including going 5 for 6 against the Philippines on Saturday. The 1-1 from Olivas. Fastball outside. 2-1.
Kind of like Ellis. He's a smaller guy, can choke up a bit, can hit it to both sides of the field. He's also pretty speedy. Good guy to have at the top of the order.
Dangerous top of the order here for the Stompers. The 2-1. Medine fouls it back.
He's late again on it, just like that first foul ball he had at the same spot. Ray Oliva is currently dishing up heat.
Yeah, he's served up only fastballs thus far. Pitch he usually sits around 90 miles an hour with. Also adds a curveball and a changeup. Here's the 2-2. Off speed, high chopper over to third. Calvillo collects the throw to Taylor in time. Big first out for the Crawdads. And it brings up Max Handren, the third baseman, a dangerous guy for Sonoma.
It's been night and day over on the left side of the infield since Leininger and Calvillo switched positions at short and third, and you can just tell the confidence for both of them and the communication a lot better.
Yes, very typical infield we've seen last 5 games for Walnut Creek. Justice behind the dish, Taylor at first, Hirayama at second, Leininger at short, Calvillo at third, and Coupland, Esquivel, Donnelly left to right. First offering to Handren, belted into right field. Donnelly giving chase. It's down at the warning track. Handren rounding, he'll head to second to throw. Hirayama, it's in time! What a throw from Joey Donnelly!
Just threw out his Cal Bear teammate. I'm sure they'll laugh about that one later, but wow. That was, at least I thought, a surefire double off the bat. And Handren, not enough speed to leg it out. What a throw.
Absolutely. Joey Donnelly, his arm hasn't been tested a whole lot this season, Kasey, but he really put everything into that one. Hirayama, the cutoff man at second, just left it be. It bounced into Leininger covering from short, and they got him. So now here's Sebastiani, a guy who missed quite a bit of time due to injury. He's now back in the lineup. First offering, upstairs fastball, called a strike. Sebastiani, a 300 hitter in 26 games for Sonoma, also has 4 long balls. Tied for second in the North, along with Zach Justice, who's right behind him at home. Olivas, the 0-1. Breaking ball at the knees, strike 2 called. Sebastiani, the 6'1", 195-pounder, formerly of Santa Rosa Junior College, currently in the portal. Olivas, the 0-2. Fastball fouled back.
They're late again on it, and Handren was really the only guy so far from a contact standpoint that was really on it on that pull side hit to the right side.
Yeah, Olivas just overpowering the Sonoma order at the moment with the fastball. The 0-2 pitch yet again. Olivas winds and deals. Fastball upstairs. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Sebastiani. Second-year Stomper. Hit .345 in 17 games with the team in 2024. He's improved this year. Olivas with the 1-2. Fastball down the middle, strike 3 called. Ray Olivas sees 3 and gets 3 outs. We'll head to the top of the second. Crawdads, another chance to score first right after this. Back for the top of the second in Sonoma. Crawdads and the Stompers still tied at nothing. 5-6-7 due up for Walnut Creek. Cam Taylor, Riley Leininger, and Joe Coupland facing Sean McBroom, who allowed 2 singles, then got a fly out induced to Donnelly, and then a 5-3 double play to end the inning.
It's been an eventful game despite no score.
First offering to the lefty, Taylor hit hard into straightaway center field. Hegeman, a couple steps backwards, and he puts it away.
That's the unfortunate thing for Taylor. The center field very deep here. I think that says 435 if my eyes are correct out in center field.
It
deeper
does
than
indeed.
Monte Vista, yeah.
It's arguably the deepest center field in the CCL, but the corners are short. 311 to right field, 310 to left.
We at Oracle Park.
A little bit, Casey. Here's Riley Leininger in the 6 hole. First offering a breaking ball at the knees. Strike 1. Leininger, a 2025 All-Star selection, one of 4 position players for Walnut Creek. Went 1 for 4 yesterday, had an RBI single against the Blues. McBroom, the 0-1. Fastball misses outside. 1 ball and 1 strike to Leininger.
Both pitchers dishing a lot of fastballs early. Pitching for contact.
The 1-1 from the righty. Leininger takes off speed inside. Didn't quite agree with the call, but it's 1-2 nonetheless. Leininger 8 multi-hit games this season, 235 hitter on the year. The 1-2 from McBroom, swing and a miss. Leininger chases the low off-speed pitch.
Good work there from McBroom. He established the fact that Leininger didn't like the breaking ball. It goes back to it even lower in the zone. That's a really good sequence for McBroom, his first K of the day.
Absolutely. 2 down in the top of the second for Joe Coupland, the right-hander who has hits in 6 of his last 7, a 4-game streak. First offering to Coupland, outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Coupland in the regular season, a .224 hitter, 6 extra base hits, 3 bombs, 3 doubles. The 1-0 from McBroom. Breaking ball misses low. 2-0 to Coupland. A Danville native, went to San Ramon Valley High School. Plays collegiately at Chabot, the JUCO in Hayward. McBroom, the 2-0. Coupland fouls it off into fair territory over at McBroom, who collects on the right side of the infield, throws the first for the out. 3 up, 3 down in the top of the second. We'll head to the home half. Stompers trying to get on the board. Back for the bottom of the second. 0-0 ball game between the Crawdads and the Stompers here in the CCL North Championship. Part of the Stompers order due up. Xander Seelkin, Cam Hegeman, and Kyle Olympia against Ray Olivas. Olivas got a ground out to Medine, then Handren hit a deep single into right field, but Donnelly threw him out trying to take second, then he struck out Sebastiani. First offering to Seelkin, the second baseman. Fastball down the middle, strike one.
Update for the fans at home. The Oaks 2 outs away from clinching back-to-back CCL championship berths, up 3-1.
The 0-1 from Olivas. Curveball low. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Could have a rematch of last year's championship.
We
Things
very
go
much
right
could.
for the Crawdads, yeah.
Completely different team, though, for Walnut Creek. They try to work themselves back to the chip. The 1-1. Seelkin fouls the curveball back. 1-2.
Conejo's been so dominant this year, but again, the Crawdads have shown they can stand up to really big competition if they do end up winning this game today.
Absolutely, one of the most resilient teams in the CCL North, I would say, just based on that 5-game winning streak to get themselves into the playoffs. Streak currently at 6 after the win yesterday over San Luis Obispo. Trying to make it 7 here early on Wednesday. The 1-2 to Seelkin. Fastball fouled back. Olivas, a rising sophomore at UC Santa Barbara this spring, appeared in 18 games for the Gauchos, was 1-1 with a 4.04 ERA. Struck out 29, walked just 7. Seen similar results here. The 1-2. Fastball outside, 2-2.
Oaks only 1 out away now, defensively.
Seelkin and the Stompers trying to get something going here in the second. Handren, the lone offense today, but he was out. The 2-2. Seelkin fouls it away, right side, out of play.
Stompers hitters, again, mentioned this in the first inning, late on a lot of the stuff Olivas is dishing them. He's really had a good, keen control for the zone.
Despite pitching just a couple days ago, pitched on Sunday against Alameda, went 2 innings through 15 pitches. The 2-2 again. Seelkin hits a high chopper to second. Hirayama collects the throw to first in time. Olivas continues to be dominant early in his appearance against the Stompers. A lot of soft contact. Throwing a bit more pitches than he usually does. Not quite as efficient.
Yeah, I mean, again, he's not usually a starter, but he's going to want to get that a little bit more in check if he can, especially against the bottom of the order.
Here's the center fielder, Hegeman. First offering to him. Swing and a miss. Olivas blows the fastball straight past him.
Yeah, he was swinging for the fences there, really swinging out of his shoes.
Hegeman, a guy who's on a 5-game hit streak out of Ohlone College. Brought his average up to 293 on the year for Sonoma. The 0-1, a fastball away. 1 ball and 1 strike to Hegeman, the Long Beach native. Of those 5 games where Hegeman has had a hit, 4 of them multi-hit affairs. The 1-1 from Olivas. Fastball chopped slowly on the ground to Hirayama. The pick and the throw in time.
Feels like anything hit over to the right side of the infield to Hirayama is a guaranteed out at this point. He's been so good defensively. Feels like he's everywhere in that 3-4 hole.
Absolutely. He has been lights out as a defender on the left side.
And officially, final score from Thousand Oaks, 3-1. Oaks, they will be going to their second consecutive title.
So the winner here will head down to Thousand Oaks to play Conejo. First offering to Olympia, the new batter. Fastball fouled away on the right side, well out of play. 0-1 to the former San Francisco State man. In 2 seasons in SF, Olympia hit .364 in 72 games, but now he's in the transfer portal. .340 hitter in 6 games for Sonoma this summer. The 0-1 from Olivas. Fastball hit high in the air, right field. Donnelly charging over to his right, now comes in to make the catch. 3 up, 3 down in the bottom of the second. We'll head to the top of the third. Crawdads trying to get on board right after this. Top of the third, Stompers, Crawdads for the CCL North Championship. 8-9-1 due up for Walnut Creek. Chris Esquivel, Hunter Hirayama, and then the lineup turns over to Ryan Ellis after that. Esquivel, a .250 hitter for Walnut Creek this summer, playing in center field, where he's seen a couple of starts recently. McBroom still on the hill. First offering to the righty, Esquivel. Check swing on the slider away. The appeal to first base, he didn't go around. McBroom's longest outing, 6 innings. That was his last one. He appeared on July 25th against the Seagulls. The 1-0 to Esquivel. Breaking ball at the knees, strike 1. In that outing, McBroom, just 2 hits allowed, 1 walk, 8 Ks. Looking for similar stuff here. The 1-1 to Esquivel, the recent Catholic commit. Fouled back, 1-2. Esquivel, a former St. Mary's Gale. Spent 2 seasons with the team after a redshirt year at the University of San Diego. A couple of years of eligibility left for him. The 1-2. Esquivel takes inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Esquivel in his last appearance went 3 for 4 against the Merchants on Sunday the 27th. Was a homer side of the cycle. The 2-2, swing and a miss. Esquivel waves at the outside slider.
Yeah, and he was way late on it. That's one thing the Crawdads need to work on is just, again, that off-speed pitch that got Leininger again and Esquivel.
Now 5 straight retired for Sean McBroom, the righty, in a groove. He struck out 2. And now it's Hunter Hirayama, the second baseman, defensive wizard on a 5-game hit streak. First offering, a high fastball fouled away. 0-1 to Hirayama. In 6 games in the regular season, Hirayama, .235 batting average. It's a late add as a defensive addition. The 0-1, slider outside, called a strike. Quickly an 0-2 count to another former St. Mary's Gale, now heading to Jessup. McBroom's 0-2 offering, hit high in the air, shallow center field. Hageman charging forward, and he puts it away.
You can tell the Crawdads are right on it as the lineup flips over to a guy who hit a ball hard last time. He was up to the dish, and see if they can figure out McBroom the second way through.
McBroom has retired 6 straight now. Scratch that 7 straight after allowing 2 singles to start the day. So here's Ellis, who had one of those singles to lead off the game. Later out at third on the Justice double play. First offering, breaking ball outside. 1 ball and no strikes to Ellis. 3rd straight former St. Mary's Gale. Ellis spent 3 seasons there, then 1 at UT Arlington. The 1-0, fastball at the knees, called a strike. 1-1 to Ellis. 2024 with UTA, his last collegiate appearance. Did not play this spring. The 1-1, off speed, fouled back. McBroom cruising right now, Casey.
Yeah, he seems very comfortable and confident on the mound right now. Not a guy maybe expected to start such a big playoff game, but you got to give it to him. He's done a good job so far.
Absolutely, trying to shut the Crawdads down yet again here. 5'9" righty looks in, turns and delivers the 1-2 to Ellis. Off speed and outside, 2-2.
Even that was a good pitch on a count where he's ahead. Goes to the off speed. He's done that a lot on 2 strike counts.
Yeah, miss you can afford. Nice changeup. Bit of arm side run away from the left-handed Ellis. Now the 2-2. Ellis takes a breaking ball outside. Full count.
Went to it again there. Has to be careful now on the 3-2 with the heart of this lineup. Set to come up next.
Absolutely. Calvillo on deck should Ellis reach. Guy who hit .234 this summer in 30 games. The payoff from McBroom. Ellis takes strike 3, called at the knees. Stunned on the fastball. He thought it was ball 4.
Yeah, he did. You can't totally blame him there, but that's a really nice pitch.
Sean McBroom has certainly found his groove. We'll head to the bottom of the 3rd. Stompers trying to get some runs across right after this. Bottom of the third, Crawdads, Stompers, Sonoma up to bat. Ray Olivas, the right-hander for Walnut Creek, has faced the minimum. He's just allowed the one single to Max Handren, who was thrown out trying to advance to second. Olivas has retired 4 straight. Now he will face the first baseman, Paul Lazul, a .228 hitter in 33 games for Sonoma this summer. First offering to the left-hander, swing and a miss. Fastball at the belt.
And a unique thing about the Stompers team is they stack a lot of their power bats at the end of the order. Guy like Lazul, Pulowski, those guys can tank it really far. They get the right pitch.
Lazul 3 homers on the season, 17 runs driven in. The 0-1 hit high in the air, left field side, trailing towards foul territory, and it's out of play. 0-2 to Lazul, Monterey Peninsula College guy, rising sophomore there.
He was their cleanup guy for a bit, especially when the Crawdads played against the Stompers earlier in the year. Moved down the order.
Yeah, especially in the wake of the loss of Brady Shannon and Colton Boardman, Lazul moved up in the order. The 0-2 from Olivas. Fouled away, left side, out of play again. Still 0-2. Olivas was ahead of him with the curveball there. Lazul, his freshman season at Monterey Peninsula, a .197 hitter in 24 games. 10 runs driven in. Olivas kicks and fires. The 0-2. Fastball at the letters, misses upstairs.
It's a good take, even with knowing that the zone is a little bit extensive. We saw the Ryan Ellis call last inning.
Left-hander Lazul trying to be the first one aboard for the Stompers in this inning. The 1-2. Fastball down the middle. Strike 3 called. 2 looking strikeouts for Ray Olivas today. Now he's retired 5 straight.
Yeah, I don't know what Lazul was trying to find that was better than that, because that was a fastball right down Broadway. On a 2-strike count, you got to swing there.
Instead, he gets stunned, and it brings up the right-handed catcher, Connor Pulowski. He was giving the Crawdads some trouble this season, a .233 hitter in 22 games. Out of Bellarmine University. Olivas sets at the belt. First offering. Fastball just misses low. 1 ball and no strikes to Pulowski, San Jose native. 2 seasons at Butte College, now rising senior at Bellarmine. A .130 hitter this spring. The 1-0, hit softly over to Leininger at short, bobbles it a little bit. Now the throw to Taylor, picked in the dirt, but it's in time.
Yeah, good recovery there on the bobble at short from Leininger, and a good pick from Taylor, a guy who's really gotten better at that this season.
Absolutely, he's been a stalwart over at first base the last 5 games for Walnut Creek. Now it's the 9-hole hitter, Trent Keys, the left-handed left fielder. .179 hitter in 33 games for Sonoma. Olivas kicks and delivers, ripped on a line into right field, down for a base hit. Donnelly tracking it all the way to the warning track. Keys heading in, and he'll slide safely at second.
That was honestly a similar hit to the one we saw in the first inning from Handren, but that time it actually got to the wall, and Keys a lot more speed than Max Handren, able to actually get it to a double.
It's now the first base runner aboard for Sonoma on the season, on the day. Lineup turns over, Quinn Medin. Colorado Springs man, grounded out to third base. Needed an RBI chance with 2 down in the bottom of the third. It's Keys, a healthy lead at second. Olivas from the stretch. First pitch to the righty, fastball at the knees, strike 1.
Keys, a guy that's had 8 stolen bases on the year. You know he's going to be having a big lead, maybe a threat to go even. We've seen some guys recently steal third.
It's not out of the realm of possibility. Olivas gives him a look. Now the 0-1 home. Medin takes fastball just below the knees. 1 ball and 1 strike. Olivas and the Crawdads trying to get back to the CCL championship. They faced Conejo last season, but they were ultimately swept in that 3-game series. Only went 2. Trying to get some revenge. But first they have to get through Sonoma. The 1-1 to Medin. Upstairs, 2-1. Right-hander from Windsor, California. Like we mentioned, a .471 hitter in 5 games for Sonoma. Very late addition, but has been rather effective. The 2-1. Olivas misses a fastball low. 3 balls and 1 strike.
Yeah, and he's only 5'9". Maiden is a tougher strike zone to pitch to. Guy who sees the ball really well, come down the heart of the zone.
Hitter-friendly count for the right-hander. Olivas trying to get out. Still a runner at second. Here's the 3-1. Fastball misses outside. First walk that Olivas has allowed on the day. Runners at second and first for Max Handren, the third baseman.
That's frustrating at bat, or rather battle if you're Olivas, because all the balls that were called were close misses. The one outside, the one a bit low, the one a bit high, all close for the zone.
And with that result, a tough batter to face. Handren had that deep single in the first, was thrown out trying to take second. Former Cal Golden Bear, spent 6 years in college. First offering to the lefty, fastball fouled away. 0-1 to Handren, who's out of eligibility, but still playing here in the CCL. And certainly raking against that competition. A .439 hitter in 19 games. Leads the North with 6 home runs, 6 doubles, and a triple. 32 runs driven in. Olivas with the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Fastball at the knees.
Good approach from Olivas so far, going to the breaking ball low after he knew he was going to come out swinging on the first offering.
Trying to get a decision here. Get out of the jam in the bottom of the third. 2 down, 2 on. Olivas agrees to this offering from Justice. The 0-2 comes home. Handren hits it high in the air, foul territory. It's going out of play.
You talk about running out of eligibility. Handren debuted in 2020 with St. Bonaventure. Only played 3 games there, but that's now 5 years ago, and then spent 3 years at Cal with Joey Donnelly.
His teammate Donnelly threw him out, trying to advance to second in the first. Handren trying to get aboard safely this time. Olivas, a glance at second. The 0-2. Handren takes a fastball that just misses outside. Had the right elevation.
Close miss. You could tell Handren kind of was like, phew, thank God.
Yeah, a little bit of a gift for the left-hander. Not a guy who needs many of those. 6-game hitting streak for him, extended to 7 earlier today. The 1-2. Hit hard on the ground to short. Leininger collects the throw over to first in time. Masterful defense from Leininger at shortstop. The Crawdads escape the jam. Still scoreless. We'll head to the top of the 4th right after this. Top of the 4th in the CCL North Championship. Crawdads and the Stompers still scoreless. 2-3-4 due up for Walnut Creek. Cam Calvillo, Joey Donnelly, and Zach Justice against Sean McBroom, who's gone through 3 innings thus far. Has retired 8 straight batters, dating back all the way to the first. Allowed 2 singles, 1 to Ellis and 1 to Calvillo to lead off the game. First offering to the right-hander. Slider in there for a strike, 0-1.
Yeah, and he wouldn't be at this point without his breaking ball. It's been his best stuff today. Crawdads have taken advantage of the fastball early, but nothing since.
The 0-1 from McBroom. Fastball misses upstairs, 1-1. Calvillo last season for Walnut Creek, part of that CCL North Championship team, a .341 hitter in 35 games. The 1-1 from McBroom, breaking ball low. 2-1 to Calvillo, who headed to Cal State Northridge. Following the Crawdads championship appearance, he hit .304 in 38 games with the Matadors. The 2-1 from McBroom, swing and a miss. Bounces out of Poloski's glove, but a strike nonetheless.
And Poloski's had a little trouble gripping some of the pitches so far. Luckily not costly, but really good stuff. Getting 2 strike counts from McBroom.
And a bit unusual from Poloski, who's the best defensive catcher for Sonoma. McBroom turns and delivers. The 2-2 to Calvillo, fouled back. Just gets a piece to stay alive. Calvillo, before going to CSUN, was at Gonzaga in 2024, but didn't play. Prior to that, 2 seasons at Ohlone College, where he's a shortstop and third baseman. The 2-2 yet again, chopped on the ground foul, third base side.
Still wears his Gonzaga Bulldog cleats, actually.
Indeed he does. McBroom, former Los Medanos College guy, committed to San Marcos recently. He's really turned it on here in this appearance. The 2-2, Calvillo lifts one, shallow left center field. On comes Keys, and he puts it into the glove.
These have been pretty routine plays for the Stompers outfield this game so far, but got to remember that their outfield defensively is very strong. Hegeman, one of the better defensive center fielders in the league. Keys is likely to make a lot of plays. Medin, obviously a newer addition. We don't know as much about him, but any ball hit to the left side, you know a guy's trying to make a run at it.
And all of them with plus speed. Certainly a bit of a no-fly zone in the outfield for Sonoma. So here's Donnelly with 1 down in the top of the 4th. First offering, high and tight fastball. 1-0. Donnelly, like we mentioned, 4 for 5 yesterday. 4 singles, 2 runs driven in. The 1-0 from McBroom, swing and a miss. Low off-speed pitch. Donnelly has hits 25 of his 32 regular season games played. The 1-1 to him. Off-speed fouled back. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
To be streaky is a good thing, but Donnelly's even better than that, and that's consistent the whole way through. Only had a couple games this year we were in hitless, like you said, and it's such an important player to have to pencil in toward the top of the order.
Yeah, he's been consistently the 3-hole man for Walnut Creek the whole year. The 1-2 from McBroom. The lefty hits it high in the air, straightaway center field. Hegeman camps under it, and he puts it away. Ten straight retired for Sean McBroom. He has been lights out since allowing those 2 singles.
Yeah, 3 straight lazy fly balls dating back to the last inning as well. Crawdads have not been able to hit anything hard, no really big line drives so far.
So now it's Justice with 2 down in the top of the 4th. First offering, high and tight. 1 ball and no strikes. Justice grounded into a 5-3 double play in the first that ended the inning. The 1-0. Breaking ball loops into the zone. 1-1. Justice was 0 for 4 yesterday. Reached on a hit by pitch and an error against the Blues. Has hits in 6 of his last 10 though. The 1-1. Hit high in the air. Shallow left field. Keys coming in. And he drops it off the glove. Justice in safely at first thanks to the E7.
Just when we're talking about how good the Stompers' defensive outfield is, mistake that could become costly, you never know, by Keys.
Especially with the 5-hole man Cam Taylor up, a guy who was 2 for 4 yesterday. A home run, a double, 3 runs driven in. Not a guy you want to test from the left side. One man aboard, that's Justice at first. 2 down in the top of the 4th. McBroom from the stretch. First offering to Taylor, looping breaking ball for a strike.
I know it's the first pitch of the at-bat, but the Crawdads have not liked swinging at the breaking ball so far. Mostly made contact with the fastball, and I think McBroom is using that cerebrally, knowing when to pitch what pitch.
The 0-1 from the righty. Taylor hits a drive into right field, down for a base hit. It'll probably go for extras. Taylor rounding second. Now he's going to get the wave home. Taylor's in safely at second. The throw to home. It is not in time. Poloski didn't make the tag.
I think actually they said he blocked the plate.
Either way, it's a massive RBI double for Cam Taylor. The Crawdads with the lead finally.
Got to give it to the right fielder, Medine. A great throw from right.
Absolute laser beam from the right side. But Justice legging it out just enough. And Taylor, with the confusion at home plate, advances to third. Leininger, RBI chance 90 feet away. It's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Leininger, 15 runs driven in this season. Trying to get another one here in the postseason. The first offering, swing and a miss. Nasty low changeup.
Yeah, I mean, yesterday the game was defined by bad defense by the Blues. If you're the Stompers, you can't replicate that. Already an unearned run on McBroom's line now.
McBroom, the 0-1 to Leininger. Hit hard on the left side, foul. Quickly an 0-2 count to the big lefty. Leininger, Georgetown, Texas native, went to Oklahoma right out of high school. But redshirted this spring with the Sooners, now in the transfer portal. 4 years of eligibility left. McBroom, the 0-2, low fastball, 1-2. Leininger has appeared in the most games of any Crawdad in the regular season, 35 to be exact. 27 hits, good for .235 average. The 1-2, swing and a miss. Disgusting off-speed pitch from McBroom, but the Crawdads get one back, courtesy of Cam Taylor. The RBI double will head to the bottom of the fourth. Sonoma trying to get back on the board right after this. Back for the bottom of the fourth in the CCL North Championship. Crawdads leading by 1 over the Sonoma Stompers, but the home team with a chance to change the current state of the ball game. Heart of the order due up: Nicholas Sebastiani, Xander Seelkin, and Cameron Hegeman, 3, 4, and 5 against Ray Olivas. Olivas has allowed just 2 hits on the day. No runs have come across during his time. First offering to the right-hander, Sebastiani. Curveball called a strike, outer third.
Big inning for the Stompers to not let this one get out of handle.
Absolutely. Olivas has been nails in his second start of the year. The 0-1 to Sebastiani. Curveball misses below the knees this time. 1-1 to the right-handed designated hitter. Sebastiani last His 3 weeks of the season from July 3rd to the 25th as he belts the 1-1 deep to center field. Esquivel moving back, and he misses it. That one all the way to the warning track in center. Sebastiani gets held up. Now he's caught in a pickle. The throw to second. Taylor misses it with the glove. A leadoff double for Sebastiani. Thought he could turn it into 3.
Yeah, Sebastiani was confused as ever. He ran back and forth in between second and third multiple times. That's a hard play for Esquivel to make, and it got behind him.
Third hit allowed by Olivas on the day. So an RBI chance for Xander Seelkin, the second baseman. He himself, another guy who's only appeared in 6 games, only 2 runs batted in the regular season. Seelkin, a 200 hitter in those 6 games. And now there's a chat between manager Zach Pace for Sonoma and the home plate umpire. Not entirely sure what it's about here.
Yeah, I'm confused as well. I mean, no play to be made that last time.
Umpires are calling a timeout here. They're going to confer about whatever Pace trotted out of the dugout with, while the Crawdad infield and Olivas will meet behind the hill.
I mean, look how much room there is behind Esquivel. That could have been an inside the park home run if he couldn't get to it quick enough. There's at least 30, 40 feet of room behind him where he's camped right now.
Yeah, center field, just a giant piece of real estate here at Arnold Field. Umpires are done conferring. No signal about really anything, Casey, so Sebastiani will go back to second. It'll stand as a double. Seelkin, an RBI chance here in the bottom of the 4th. No one out. Right-hander Olivas back to the stretch for the 2nd time today. Did that back in the 3rd after Trent Keys had a double. First offering to Seelkin, who shows bunt, pulls it back, but it's a strike at the knees. Big fastball from Olivas there. Seelkin originally went to University of Hawaii out of high school, then transferred to West Valley College, now in the portal yet again as a rising redshirt junior. The 0-1 from Olivas. Seelkin shows bunt, puts it down in foul territory. So instead of a nice drag bunt, it's 0-2.
Yeah, I want to ask you, do you agree with the decision to bunt there? I mean, he's been a hot hitter lately. Hits in 4 of his last 6 games. His only 6 appearances this year. I know it's probably the right thing to do, but again, you're now down 0-2, and he's a guy that struck out quite a bit for how many games he's played in.
I don't really mind it. I think the small ball approach is kind of a lost art in today's modern baseball, Casey. Might as well try and move the runner over and give Hegeman, who's been even hotter, a chance to drive him in. Kind of a moot point here. It's 0-2. Olivas looks to second. Now brings the pitch home. Fastball hit hard on the ground to short. Leininger collects and throws over to first for the out. Still an RBI opportunity for Cam Hegeman, the center fielder for Sonoma. He's driven in just 5 on the season. 2 of those came a couple days ago on Saturday the 26th against the Philippine baseball group. He was 1 for 4 with a 2 RBI single. Righty-righty matchup here. Olivas kicks and delivers. Hegeman takes a curveball at the knees. Strike 1. That curveball from Olivas has been deadly all day long, Casey. Drops like a hammer.
Yeah, both pitchers really have had good breaking stuff, and Olivas needing to figure out where to put it, the guy on second.
The 0-1 to Hegeman. Fastball hit on the ground up the middle. Leininger over from shortstop. The throw is in time. 2 straight ground outs to shortstop. Leininger flashing the leather.
Yeah, he's kind of been everywhere on the left side of the infield. Kind of a ball hog, but not a bad thing necessarily.
Notably, Sebastiani is over at third. He was able to advance. So now the tying run 90 feet away. Kyle Olympia, the shortstop, with a chance to bring him in. Olympia flew out to right field in the second. Former San Francisco State man hitting .240 in 6 games for Sonoma, who obviously had the bye yesterday. Now back in playoff action. First offering from Olivas. Fastball called strike on the outer third. Olympia went to California High School, a first-team East Bay Area League honoree in 2024 after he graduated. The 0-1 to the righty. Off speed and low. 1-1 to Olympia, a native of San Ramon. Just down I-680 where the Crawdads play at Monte Vista. Olivas shakes off an offering. Agrees to this sign from Justice. Peers to third. The 1-1 home. Fastball misses away. 2-1. Olympia, 2 fantastic seasons at San Francisco State. 353 in 2024 and 374 in 2025. 46 career runs batted in. The 2-1 from Ray. Swing and a miss. Blows the fastball past.
Good location again. He's really been painting the outside of the zone against Olympia so far in this at-bat.
And the righties have had a tough time against Olivas. It's really painted away. 2-2 at the dish. Sebastiani at third, 2 outs in the bottom of the fourth. Stompers trailing by 1. The 2-2, curveball flared shallow right field. Hirayama from second. Now it's Donnelly in from right field to make the catch. Nice ranging play from the Crawdad right fielder. And Sonoma, another runner stranded. We'll head to the top of the fifth. Crawdad trying to extend the lead. Seven, 8, 9, due up in the top of the fifth for Walnut Creek as they lead 1-0 over the Sonoma Stompers in the CCL North Championship here in 2025. Sean McBroom, the right-hander on the hill for Sonoma, has allowed just 1 run, not earned, in the fourth. 3 hits on the day. Joe Coupland, the right-handed left fielder, with a chance to add some more offense for Walnut Creek. Ray Olivas, Crawdad counterpart on the mound, has also allowed just 3 hits, but no runs. Coupland grounded back up to McBroom on the hill, his first at-bat in the second. Looking for a different fortune here, a 4-game hit streak for him. First offering from McBroom, hit softly on the ground to third. Handren collects the throw over to first, pulls Lazul off the bag, the tag in time. 2 groundouts on the day for Coupland. Now 1 out in the top of the fifth. Here's Chris Esquivel. Esquivel struck out swinging in the third to lead off that inning. Working with no one on, 1 down in the top of the fifth. Esquivel, a lot of playing time this summer for Walnut Creek. 27 games, a .250 hitter. Bit of a penchant for the strikeout, 22 Ks though. First offering high and in, and never mind, I think they might call a balk here. Umpires conferring, and now manager Brent Cummings for Walnut Creek going to talk to the first base umpire about something. Not exactly sure what this is about at the moment.
I think it might be about McBroom and Cummings set. Maybe Brent Cummings, Crawdads head coach, having an issue, with his delivery after the balk call.
Potentially so. We've seen quite a few balks actually this season in a number of opponents. It hasn't been isolated to just one team. Seems like something CCL pitchers struggle with a little bit. So it looks like they will, in fact, call it a balk. First offering now to Esquivel. Off speed, called a strike at the knees, 0-1. Esquivel, 5 extra base hits on the year. The 0-1 from McBroom, swing and a miss. Tried to piece one there, but whiffed.
Yeah, it's a protect. Already struck out today.
McBroom trying to put him away on 3 pitches. Here's the 0-2. Esquivel waves at the low changeup in the dirt. 2 down in the top of the 5th. It's Hirayama in the 9-hole. Offense has come at a premium today, Kasey.
Yeah, absolutely. This is looking like could be an instant classic at this point. Just how good the pitching has been across the board.
Feels like a playoff game, that's for sure. Hirayama flew out to center field, his first at-bat today. McBroom deals an off-speed pitch in the zone. Strike 1 to Hunter. Oahu native, went to St. Louis High School in Hawaii, a 300 hitter his senior year. The 0-1 hit softly on the ground. No, it's going to be a foul. They'll say it's off of Hirayama's foot.
That one hurts a bit. The bright side is he gets to swing again instead of being an easy put out.
Will have to be a protect kind of swing, though, but Hirayama, no stranger to getting hits in that situation. He's been able to flare things off of weak contact into the shallow outfield. That's how he's gotten the majority of his hits. 4 hits for Hirayama in the regular season, 6-game sample size, 1 yesterday, a single. The 0-2 to the righty, hit on a line up the middle, down for a base hit in center field. 6-game hitting streak for Hunter Hirayama.
And it was a 2-out rally last inning that got the Crawdads on the board. Maybe Hirayama's hit gets a little more momentum as the lineup flips over.
Ellis, a guy who's been red hot towards the end of the season for Walnut Creek. Last week went 7 for 23, 4 doubles, a home run, 8 runs driven in during that 5-game win streak. It's 1 for 2 today with a single and a strikeout looking. 21 runs driven in for Ellis this season. First offering hits Ellis in the back. McBroom loses control of the fastball.
Hope Ellis is okay there, arriving in a bit of pain.
And McBroom has really flashed the velocity today. Now the training staff for Sonoma and manager Brent Cummings is going to take a look at Ellis. Certainly didn't tickle.
Yeah, he's a guy who's dealt with a lot of wounds this year. Taking off the protective gear now.
Yeah, had a knee injury earlier this season, re-aggravated it in the first matchup at the Menlo Park Legends, College of San Mateo, on that turf field. But he'll walk over to first. It's okay enough to remain in the game.
Playing DH as well. Luckily, doesn't have to play defense next inning or anything.
Absolutely, he'll have some time to sit in the dugout and make sure he's good to continue. Either way, there's 2 aboard, 2 down in the top of the 5th for Cam Calvillo. Another guy who's 1 for 2, singled in the first, flew out to left. Here comes the pitching coach for Sonoma. They'll want to chat through how to attack Calvillo, a veteran guy. That's a tough out.
Yeah, they have a right-hander warming up in the bullpen right now. Can't identify from here who it is, but definitely something to keep our tabs on.
Absolutely. Fortunately, from our vantage point, we can't tell if the Crawdads have anybody up and moving at the moment either, but
might be Chris Albee, the right-hander warming up.
He's been rather effective for Sonoma all season long. But a do-or-die game for both teams, Kasey. All hands on deck for both pitching staffs.
Absolutely.
Meeting on the mound is over. Obviously not moving to take out McBroom just yet. This one just a conference. But here we go. Runners at first and second for the Crawdads. Top of the fifth, 2 down. The righty Calvillo with a chance to drive some in and extend the 1-0 lead. Calvillo, a 3-game hit streak after going 1 for 5 yesterday with a single against the Blues. Against the Merchants, he was 2 for 2 with a double and a single. McBroom's first offering, change up in the dirt, 1-0. McBroom in the stretch. Peers to Poloski, now sets at the chest. The 1-0. Calvillo hits it hard into deep left field. Keys going back, and it's in foul territory, out of play.
Good rip from Calvillo. Seen a lot of hard hit balls out of play today. Crawdads clearly seeing it well off the hand of McBroom.
They've struggled to make strong contact in fair territory. The one really hard hit ball from Taylor did drive in a run back in the 4th. The righty McBroom with the 1-1. Calvillo fouls it back. 1 ball and 2 strikes. McBroom trying to get out of the jam. Potentially just needs one more pitch to do so.
Could be his last pitch of the game for him with the action in the pen.
Yeah, he's gone 4 2/3 strong innings. 1 run not earned on his tab. The 1-2. Calvillo takes a bouncer in the dirt. Gets away from Poloski. Both runners advance to scoring position.
Not often you see a wild pitch that allows the pitcher to be the one to field it. That one bounced straight back to him and couldn't make the play, though.
Yeah, hard bouncer off of Poloski's chest protector. 2-2 at the dish. Hirayama at third. Ellis at second. Big RBI chance for Calvillo now to give the Crawdads some insurance. Third baseman has 9 runs driven in this season, 20 hits in 23 games. Struck out just 3 times. McBroom comes home, the 2-2, hit hard into right center field, but Medin is there to make the grab. Crawdad strand 2 in the top of the 5th. We'll head to the bottom half of the frame. Kasey Kazliner taking over on play-by-play duties here in the CCL North Championship.
Kasey Kazliner with Charlie Limoncelli here at Arnold Field in Sonoma. So we begin the bottom of the fifth inning here in the CCL North Championship contest. Crawdads up 1-0, each team with 3 hits. Sonoma starving for some runs right now. They've had extra base hits each of the last 2 innings, but have not been able to score. Ray Olivas on the mound for the Crawdads has done a phenomenal job. He stays in, trying to get through his 5th. He'll face 7, 8, 9 for Sonoma, starting with Paul Lazul, the first baseman. Struck out looking in the 3rd inning against Ray Olivas. He digs out of the left side against the righty. Olivas shakes off one side. Now rocks and fires the first delivery. Fastball fouled straight back, going 1. Lazul has hits in 3 of his last 4 games, dating back to the regular season. This is the Stompers' first playoff game. Had the bye in the first round. Crawdads coming off a 10-4 win yesterday afternoon against the Blues, sending Slow back home. 0-1 is the dish to Lazul. The windup, the pitch from Olivas. Popped up high left side, out of play. Quickly 0-2 on Lazul. He's been the consistent first baseman this year for the Stompers out of Monterey Peninsula. Committed to LMU at the D1 level in 2023. Never played there. He's been in the JUCO ranks since. 0-2 count on him. Here comes Olivas, the pitch. Breaking ball low. Slider that time, taken for a ball, 1-2. 5-game on base streak as well for Lazul. He's a guy that offers some power and some RBI prowess at the bottom of the order. Penciled it in the 7th spot today. The 1-2 pitch to him. Swing and a miss. Fastball blown right by him. And that's another strikeout for Olivas, his 3rd of the day. 1 out. Bottom of the 5th inning.
That's fantastic sequencing from Justice and Olivas there. Low changeup that gets Lazul to take, then he misses, can't catch up to the high heater.
That brings up the righty hitting catcher Connor Poloski. With 1 out, bottom of the 5th. Poloski 0 for 1 with the ground out to short. Stompers have grounded out to short 4 times as a team today. First offering to the righty hitter from Olivas. Fastball taken outside, 1-0. Poloski, an interesting career, doesn't just play baseball, works as a sous chef for a catering company. Quoted as saying, "I can make just about anything." Man of many talents. The 1-0 pitch, as he shows bunt, immediately pulls it back. Fastball in the dirt for ball 2, 2-0. Poloski, another guy who gets on base percentage, and even .400 to this point. 5-game on base streak heading into today, trying to extend it here. The 2-0 pitch from Olivas. Fastball in there for a strike. Belt level, 2-1. Poloski's had a pretty winding collegiate career so far. Played at Chico State, Butte College, now at Bellarmine University. Originally from San Jose. Went to Pioneer High School. The 2-1 pitch. Fouled off the catcher's glove. Count even at 2-2. Poloski will have to protect the plate with 2 strikes now. Only 3 starts for him in 2025 at Bellarmine. Hit .130 across 22 total appearances. The 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball low. Change up that time. 3-2. The count runs full on Poloski. Olivas has only walked 1 so far, and that was Medine 2 innings ago. He's been good getting the outs, especially when he's gotten into trouble. Shakes off 2 signs, agrees to the 3rd. The payoff pitch coming with 1 out. Here it comes. Popped up high in the air, right side of the infield. Cam Taylor, the first baseman, runs in for it and makes the catch. First 2 retired, and now 5 straight retired for Ray Olivas. 2 outs, bottom of the 5th.
A little bit surprised that wasn't Hirayama's ball, but Taylor obviously a nice read on it into the shade. Good glove work there from the first baseman.
Now the 9-hole lefty hitting left fielder Trent Keys digs in. Had a costly error defensively that allowed the Crawdads to score in the 4th inning. He did double as a hitter in the 3rd inning. One of 2 two-base knocks today for the Stompers. First offering from Olivas as Keys drives it out to deep right center field. Donnelly going back, gone! And they actually say the ball's in play. It bounced right off the top of the wall. So that's a double for Trent Keys, his 2nd of the day. That's now 4 bases for him as a hitter. And it's a 2-out double. Now 3 straight innings with a double for the Stompers. They have a man on second, 2 outs, bottom of the 5th.
Crawdads catch a bit of a break there, Casey. Happened to Walnut Creek yesterday. Cam Taylor almost had his second homer of the day, but instead it went off the center field wall and back into play.
Yeah, I was convinced that ball left the park. Might have hit the tree branch. There's a tree right where it was hit.
It must have.
That brings up the leadoff man, Medine. First offering to the righty hitter. Change up in there for a strike, going 1. Medine 0 for 1 with a walk and a ground out. Stompers with some bad luck so far today. They've had 3 straight innings with an extra base hit. They've left everybody on the base paths. 4 hits total for Sonoma. Leave us a check at second. Cox's head back to the 0-1. Change up again in there for a strike. Quickly 0-2 as he finds the same spot on Medine. Medine having a fantastic small sample size season for the Stompers. 471 hitter going into today. 7 runs scored. 1 extra base hit. The 0-2 pitch. Hit hard on the ground over to shortstop. Leininger picks it up, throws to third, and they get the out. So not the typical out you'll see with bases open, but the Crawdads get them out anyways. Ready to leave us through 5. Go to the top of the 6th inning. 1-0 Walnut Creek. Welcome back to Arnold Field. Crawdads with a 1-0 lead, trying to extend it as we begin the top of the 6th inning. New arm for the Stompers. Relieving Sean McBroom is Luke Duncan. 6'2", 185-pound freshman from San Joaquin Delta College. 0 ERA on the year. Impressive stuff out of the pen for the Stompers in 8 games, 10 innings pitched. So face the heart of the Crawdad order, 3-4-5. Donnelly, Justice, Taylor. Joey digs in with 2 flyouts on his day. He's 0 for 2. McBroom was tagged with an unearned run after the error he gave up. And the run came around to score eventually after the Cam Taylor double. So his day's over. Righty pitcher, lefty hitter. Donnelly digs out of the left side, waits for the first offering. Here it comes. Swing and a miss on the fastball. In and out of the catcher's glove of Pulowski, 0-1.
Yeah, some serious heat from Duncan, a guy who struck out 19 in those 10 innings.
He hasn't gone more than 2 innings in an outing this year. Guy who's trying to eat up the middle frames for the Stompers, who trail 1-0. 0-1 at the dish to Joey Donnelly, Crawdad's best hitter. Here it comes. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Change up, knee level, as Donnelly adamantly disagrees, but it's quickly 0-2. Crawdads up 5-4 in the season series, but it all comes down to today for the North title. Crawdads looking to defend their 2024 North title. The breath, the 0-2 from Duncan. Half swing, appeal to third base. He didn't go on the low fastball, 1-2. Duncan, a San Ramon native, just miles away from where the Crawdads play in Danville. Donnelly, one of the 4 position player all-stars for the Crawdads. It's really lit up as of late. 4 hits yesterday. The shrug, the 1-2. Swing and a miss. High fastball gets Donnelly to go. First K of the day for Duncan. So he's trying to, again, eat up these innings. 1 out, top of the 6th.
He's just high-octane stuff on the hill. Not a giant frame, but he puts so much zip on the fastball. Also sequencing it really well, going up, going down. Crawdads, it's going to be hard for them to predict where the next pitch is coming.
That brings in Zach Justice, 0 for 2. Scored the Crawdad run after reaching on an error. First offering him, grounded softly over to shortstop. Olympia throws to first after gloving it for out number 2. So a quick start for Duncan. Retires Donnelly on strikes. And Justice on a soft grounder to short. 2 away at top of the 6th. That brings up Cam Taylor, who has the lone RBI today for the Crawdads. Drove in Justice off a double. And he pulled the right. Taylor's been one of the hottest Crawdads hitters of late. Went 2 for 4 against the Blues, including a home run and a very deep single that hit off the top of the center field fence. Digs out of the left side with 2 outs. The first offering to him. Fastball in there for a strike, knee level. 0-1 on Taylor. Co-leads the Crawdads with 8 stolen bases. Finished the regular season with hits in 8 of his last 11. If you include the playoffs, 9 of his last 12. Duncan shrugs the 0-1. Slider outside, called a ball 1-1. Taylor's still uncommitted after the transfer portal. Played his collegiate ball most recently in Eastern Kentucky. Hit 115 this past year in 2025. Having a lot of good fortunes with the Crawdads. Duncan's 1-1. High fastball taken, ball 2. 2-1. Taylor, in addition to the good hitting lately, he's driven in a lot of runs. Ended the regular season on a 4-game RBI streak, now with a 5-game RBI streak if you include yesterday's playoff game. In the win against the Blues, the Crawdads put up 10 across the 9 frames. The 2-1 pitch home. Check swing. He went around. High fastball again. Same pitch that Duncan dished out to Donnelly. Brings the count 2-2. Not only that, but Taylor's been on base in 28 games this year, out of the 29 total he's played. Really rely on him middle of the order to get on base, whether it be through a walk, a hit, leaning into one. So wait for a 2-2 count. Duncan looking for a quick inning to get his guys up hitting again. At the chest, Duncan stares in. Now the 2-2. Slider low and in. Taking ball 3 as the count runs full. 3-2. Taylor loves driving up these 3 ball counts. Has 21 walks on the year. Trying to be a 2-out base runner for the Crawdads, who have thrived off the 2-out rallies today, despite only having 1 run. Bases empty. 2 outs, top of the 6th. 1-0 ball game in favor of the Crawdads. The payoff pitch from Duncan. Fouled straight back. Taylor way under the fastball. 3-2 still.
Had to swing, though. 2 strikes. Good protect from Cam Taylor, a guy who's just so hard to punch out at this rate.
Riley Leininger on deck. He'd be next. There is some action already in the Stompers bullpen. Likely not a long outing for Duncan. Typically doesn't go that many. Trying to get Taylor out here. Here comes the 3-2. Slider inside. No, undoubtedly a ball. That's ball 4. So Taylor walks. He's aboard with 2 outs, top of the 6th in this 1-0 ball game for the lefty hitter Riley Leininger, who digs in now.
See, there's that really great eye and discipline from Cam Taylor. At this point in the season, he's really been able to see CCL pitching, and they can't strike him out.
So Duncan will go to the stretch with Leininger up to the plate. He's 0 for 2, 2 swinging strikeouts. First time facing off against the new right-hander. First offering to Leininger. Fastball in there for a strike. Good location. Low inside part of the zone. 0-1. It's a rematch of the 2024 Divisional Championship. Crawdads won last year for the right to play Conejo in the title series. Similar story this year. Winner will go to Thousand Oaks and play the Oaks 2 days from now. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Low slider bounces in the dirt. Good block from Pulowski. Holds Taylor over at first base. 0-2 on Riley Leininger. Has to protect. At risk of striking out for the third time today. Coupland would be next. Crawdads trying to extend their lead. 1-0. Got to be careful still. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Low and outside slider. 2 Ks in the inning for Duncan. He looked good besides the walk. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th inning. 1-0 Crawdads. Stompers have had a frustrating day so far. They trail 1-0 as we begin the bottom of the 6th inning. Raymond Olivas still on the hill for the Crawdads. He's been great so far, holding the Stompers scoreless, but a team that has had a lot of production and traffic on the base paths. Base hits in each of the last 3 innings, all doubles. They have 4 total on the day. It'll be 2-3-4 for Sonoma, starting out with Max Handren, the big slugger who digs out of the left side. Not a qualified hitter this year. If he was, he'd have the highest average in the league, 439. First offering to the lefty hitter. Fastball high, taken for a ball, 1-0. Handren started his collegiate career at St. Bonaventure on the East Coast. Then went to Cal, played with the Bears. The 1-0. Fastball, middle frame for a strike. Good pitch from Olivas, 1-1. Olivas still on the hill for the Crawdads, has not relied on the K today, only 3. He's gotten through the order multiple times. Now trying to get through it a 3rd time. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Big hack from Handren on the fastball, heart of the zone.
That was gas from Olivas too, just daring Handren to try and get it.
1-2 count on Max. Has the 2nd most RBIs in the CCL North, 32. It's a really good eye as well. Have to protect with 2 strikes. The windup, the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Low slider from Olivas gets the best hitter to sit down in the bottom of the 6th. 1 out, as that'll bring up Sebastiani.
I love that there. Olivas just challenging him with the gas again. Was nodding towards Handren like, come on, come at me. You can't hit it. And he didn't.
Speaking of hits, that brings up Nicholas Sebastiani, a guy who doubled 2 innings ago. He's 1 for 2. Struck out against Olivas in the 1st. The righty hitter waits for the first offering as he pops it up high to the right side in foul territory. It'll bounce out of play. 0-1. Sebastiani uncommitted out of Santa Rosa Junior College, where he didn't play at all in 2025. It's in his 2nd year with the blue and orange. Hit .345 in 2024. Having a great season this year as well, despite missing time with a lower body injury. The 0-1, swing and a miss. Slider bounces in the dirt and gets to the backstop, but a hack nonetheless. 0-2. Sebastiani returned to the lineup 5 days ago after missing over 3 weeks with that lower body injury. But ever since, he's had 5 hits in 3 games. Mostly been DHing. Makes sense with the recent injury. 0-2 count on him. Olivas winds and deals the pitch. Broken bat hit straight to Olivas into his glove. A soft liner, too easy for the right-handed pitcher, as that bat landed all the way out toward third base. There's 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th.
Yeah, bat went further than the ball. Nice jam shot from Olivas. Kasey, I think he might be throwing a cutter at this point. The fastball's got a lot of movement. It looks a bit slider-ish. Got to wonder if he's really getting some more movement.
You got word that he was touching 92 miles an hour earlier in the game on the fastball. Could definitely be mixing in some cut action stuff, as that'll bring up the righty hitter, Xander Silkin. He waits for the first offering. Slider in there for a strike, heart of the zone, 0-1. Silkin's had an unfortunate day for him so far. 0 for 2, pair of ground outs, as the Stompers just need to claw back. Down 1-0. The 0-1, slider low, taken for ball 1, 1-1. Silkin, another late addition to the Stompers, only played in 6 regular season games, hit 200, 5 hits and 25 ABs. The 1-1. Breaking ball bounces behind home plate for a ball, 2-1. Silkin's playing in his 3rd summer league, played in the West Coast League as well as the Prospect League. Career .370 hitter at West Valley College, teammate of Crawdad pitcher Noah Zirkle over there. Olivas, the black glove up, now the 2-1. Slider again, bounces behind home plate. Missing again for 3-1. Silkin went hitless in the final regular season game of the year, but he was riding a 4-game hit streak heading into that, including 1 multi-hit outing. Sits in 4 of his 6 regular season appearances. The windup, the 3-1. Change up low. Once again, a frustrating miss for Olivas as he walks Silkin with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th.
Not the same control we've seen from Olivas all day long, just kind of missing the locations against Silkin. His pitch count working up there a little bit as here comes pitching coach Cheney for Walnut Creek.
Dustin Cheney making his first mound visit to Raymond Olivas. Olivas expected to give the Crawdads some length today, and he's provided that and more. If he stays in, he'll face off against Cam Hegeman with 2 outs and a man at first in this 1-0 ball game in the bottom of the 6th. Olivas has been mixing his stuff well. That was his first walk he allowed since the 3rd. Only with 2 walks on the day, 4 total strikeouts. As the Stompers have hit around him a bit. 4 total hits, 3 of which for extra bases, but no runs to show for it. Against the Crawdads defense has done a phenomenal job. Dustin Cheney still on the hill talking to his right-hander, who will stay in the game for now. Olivas trying to get through 6. He's done so pretty efficiently besides the 4 hits. Allowing for soft contact, mostly on the ground. He'll face Cam Hegeman, 0 for 2, pair of ground outs for him. He's been busy defensively as well, and now out in that deep center field. He digs out of the right side in this righty-righty matchup with the man on first and 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. First offering, swing and a miss. Low changeup, got him to go, 0-1. Stompers had an easier schedule from a competition standpoint to end the year. Matchups against PBG and the Seagulls, to which the Stompers took advantage. The 0-1, fastball hit hard on the ground over to second base. Hirayama picks it up, throws to first in time. Side retired. 6 scoreless frames for Ray Olivas. He makes his slow walk back to the dugout as the Stompers leave 1 on here in the bottom of the 6th. We'll go to the top of the 7th, 1-0 Walnut Creek. nail-biter in Sonoma as we begin the top of the 7th inning here in this elimination game. 1-0 Crawdads, as they'll have 7, 8, 9 due up in this inning against the same pitcher, Luke Duncan. Sat down the Crawdads pretty efficiently in the 6th. Did allow a walk, but struck out 2. Joe Coupland will dig out of the right side. Pair of groundouts on his day. He had a really good end to the regular season for the Crawdads, becoming pretty much an everyday starter. Righty on righty matchup. Duncan looks in, now the pitch. Fastball high and tight, 1-0. Coupland yesterday against the Blues, 1 for 2. Reached on a hit by pitch, had an RBI single as well. Crawdads put up 10 total runs on Blues pitchers. The 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Hits off the umpire. Seems to be okay, walking it off. 1-1. Pulowski's had a bit of trouble finding those pitches that have bounced back. Don't want to see that if you're the pitcher.
No, not at all. That can lead to some drop strikes, which low in the zone or maybe potentially high in the zone could be balls instead of strike calls when you're in crucial situations.
Coupland out of the box, set to dig back in. Ended the regular season with hits in 5 of his last 6 games, including 2 doubles and 2 home runs. 2 of those home runs coming in the same game, July 24th against the Legends. The 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Late hack at the fastball hard of the plate, 1-2. Coupland started the year with the Crawdads mostly as a catcher. Transitioned more to an outfielder, does pitch every once in a while as well. Guy who can really play everywhere. Played third base in high school. The 1-2 from Duncan. Slider low and away. Ball 2, 2 balls, 2 strikes. We talked to head coach Brant Cummings before the year began. He was confident in Coupland as a pitcher, but also a guy with the little depth the Crawdads have across the board. Who can slot in and hit. Duncan looks in, the 2-2. Half swing, grounded over to third base. Handren picks it up, throws to first in time. First out of the top of the 7th.
Looks like Coupland a little unsure on the breaking ball there. Takes an excuse me hack. If he had a full swing, there's a chance that he's able to get it through the infield, but instead it's an out.
Yeah, he timed it up right, but that's his 3rd ground out of the day. That brings up Chris Esquivel for the 3rd time. He struck out twice. Looking for different fortunes, facing off against Duncan for the first time tonight. Duncan nods to the sign, now puts the glove up. First offering to Esquivel, shows bunt, pulls it back, called a ball. Duncan with not much of a windup. Pitches mostly straight away. Not needing much of a windup to get his pitches quick down the heart of the plate. The 1-0. Fastball hits the back of Esquivel as he turns out of the way. That's not the first hit by pitch we've seen tonight that have stung Crawdads. As he'll go to first base with 1 out, top of the 7th.
And that one just grazed kind of the back shoulder area. Lots of heat on it from Duncan. Just fastball left the hand too early. Trailed in on the right-hander.
Crawdads have a 1 out base runner for Hunter Hirayama, the 9-hole right-handed hitting second baseman. He had one of the Crawdads' 4 hits in the 5th inning. He's 1 for 2 with a single. It's a late addition to the Crawdads. Been great defensively on the right side of the infield. Duncan looks in from the stretch. Kicks and deals the first offering. Fastball just a bit outside, 1-0. Hirayama on a 4-game hit streak to end the regular season, but had a hit yesterday against the Blues in the playoff game. It's been a singles machine for the Crawdads to all different parts of the field. The 1-0 pitch from Duncan. Fastball in there for a strike, right around the knees, 1-1. This is a do-or-die game for both teams. The winner will go to Thousand Oaks and play the Conejo Oaks in a 3-game series, the defending CCL champions. The one today earlier against the Saints. Duncan rocks and fires the 1-1. Fastball high and tight, 2-1. Saints beat the Crawdads earlier in the year A game that wasn't close. So if Walnut Creek can get in the championship, they'll play a team they haven't faced yet this year in the Conejo Oaks, but one that eliminated them last season. The 2-1 pitch from Duncan. Hit on the ground over to second base. To second for one. Over to first. In time. 4-6-3. Silken, Olympia, Lazul. Turn 2. So the Crawdads get a runner on via the hit by pitch, but nothing else. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Still 1-0 Walnut Creek. Crawdads clasping on to a 1-0 lead as we begin the bottom of the 7th inning with the Sonoma Stompers due up. 6-7-8 due up for Sonoma. New pitcher for the Crawdads, relieving Ray Olivas, who went 6 scoreless innings, is the right-hander Dylan McShane. Tallest player on the Crawdads, 6'9". He was the opening day starter for Walnut Creek, posting a 5.4 ERA. His last outing came against the Merchants. He went 1 full inning in a 7-1 win with 3 strikeouts, striking out the side against the 3 batters he faced. So he'll be looking for similar success, trying to eat up these last 9 outs.
Yeah, that's the best we've seen McShane at, quite frankly, Casey, was the end of the season. When he's throwing stuff over the heart of the plate, the movement makes it move away from batters or even into the batters. It's just so hard to hit because everything moves. The two-seamer, the slider, the changeup. If he can just throw stuff over the middle, just aim for over the middle, the rest will take care of itself, and the Stompers are going to have a really tough time against him.
Has a bit of a funky delivery, something you might expect from a 6'9" right-hander. Bit of a get-back season for him, has not pitched at the college level since 2023. Redshirted 2024 with Oregon, and did not play in 2025 with the Pacific Tigers in his hometown of Stockton. 6-7-8 due up for Sonoma. Bottom of the 7th inning. They trail 1-0 down to their final 9 outs of the season. It'll be Kyle Olympia, the shortstop, to dig in. He's 0 for 2 with 2 flyouts to right field. McShane working out of the first base side of the rubber. His first offering. Fastball hard to the plate for a strike, going 1. Olympia was part of the double play. The Stompers turned last inning as a shortstop. 4-6-3 to end the inning. The 0-1. Slider fouled straight back. A bit of a late swing from Olympia, and he's down quickly 0-2. Had his first multi-hit game of the year last appearance. 3 hits against PBG. July 27th, just a few days ago. Played his collegiate ball most recently at SF State in the city. The 0-2, breaking ball fouled right side. Bit of a jam shot. 0-2 still. Olympia, one of the better hitters at SF State his past 2 years, hit .364 career-wise with the Gators, a team that's doing away with their baseball program. He digs out of the right side once more. McShane in control 0-2. Big righty, picks up the leg, now the pitch. High and away, fastball. Good location, says Zach Justice, the catcher. 1-2.
Yeah, definitely a good miss. Reset Olympia's eye level. Now maybe you can go low and away on a slider, or maybe jam him inside with a curveball.
1-2 on him as McShane agrees to the sign. Now the pitch. Fastball swing and a miss. High and away, Filth with some run on that four-seamer. 1 out, bottom of the 7th.
And that's what I was talking about before McShane threw his first pitch to Olympia, is when he's throwing over the plate, you just can't hit the guy. Everything moves so much.
Stompers running out of outs. They have 8 left in their season, down 1-0. Paul Lazul, the lefty hitting first baseman, digs in. He's been a K victim twice. First offering to him, fastball high level, 1-0. Lazul, .228 hitter on the regular season. Trying to be a big contributor for the Stompers here late. The 1-0 pitch. Slider in there for a strike. Catches the zone inside corner, 1-1. Crawdads only one run so far. Came in the fourth inning off an RBI double from Cam Taylor after the costly error from Keys. The 1-1, high fastball, taking ball 2-1 on Paul Lazul. A guy who we saw hit out of the cleanup spot quite a bit against the Crawdads. He's moved down since the 7th spot as reinforcements came. The 2-1. Slider foul to the right side, out of play. 2-2. Crawdads on a 6-game win streak going back to July 22nd. At that point, before that streak started, playoff chances seemed bleak. It was a two-legged race for third place, as it seemed at the time, with the Crawdads and the Merchants. Crawdads got in as the 2nd seed. Merchants were later eliminated. McShane agrees to the sign. The 2-2 pitch with 1 out. Fastball just outside. Close miss from McShane. Count runs full on Paul Lazul.
It's a really nice location, just missed by a couple of inches, maybe that.
Connor Poloski, the catcher's next. 1 out, bottom of the 7th inning. The payoff pitch from McShane. Swing and a miss. Slider outside corner, and that's back-to-back Ks for Dylan McShane to start his outing. 2 outs, bottom 7.
Every out in the last 2 appearances for Dylan McShane has been a strikeout, Casey. Struck out 3 in his 1 inning against Alameda on Sunday. Now he's got 2 here today. He has really kicked it into gear.
Crawdad just counting down the outs. Trying to get back to the championship. 2 outs, bottom of the 7th for Connor Pulowski. The right-handed hitting catcher digs in and takes a strike. Fastball around the knees, 0-1. He's 0 for 2 with a ground out and a pop out. Again, the Stompers needing runs. Had great pitching all day. The 0-1, swing and a miss. Slider outside, got him to go. And Dylan McShane threatening to strike out the side for the 2nd consecutive outing. He's smiling on the hill. Righty on righty matchup. Agrees to the sign. The 0-2 pitch from McShane. Fastball high and away. 1-2. Crawdads last year played the Stompers in the playoffs, beat them, but eventually lost in the championship. Crawdads determined to get back to the promised land. The 1-2 pitch from McShane. Popped high in the air, foul out of play. And I want to go in the parking lot. 1-2.
Hopefully some car windows stay intact.
Pulowski, an on-base machine this year, is an even .400 on-base percentage. 5-game on-base streak coming into this game. Been retired twice, trying to do some damage. The 1-2 from McShane. Fastball high. Count 2-2. McShane dancing around the zone. Just trying to get something to get the Crawdads out hitting again. Very even matchup so far. Each team with 4 hits. Crawdads with the 1-0 lead. The 2-2 pitch again. Swing and a miss. Dylan McShane strikes out the side, and the Crawdads hold on to their lead. We'll go to the top of the 8th inning. 1-0 Crawdads here in the biggest game of the season so far. After Dylan McShane struck out the side for the Crawdads in the bottom of the 7th, they'll hit in the top of the 8th. Up 1-0 on the Stompers in an elimination game here in Sonoma. New pitcher for the Stompers, the right-hander Justin Jones, playing against his hometown team. He's from Walnut Creek. The 20-year-old, 5'10", 190 pounds. Great season so far in 15 innings of work, a 0.6 ERA. Against the Crawdads early in the year, though, he was tagged with his lone earned run of the year on 3 hits. He also struck out 4 against 15 batters faced. So he'll face the top of the Crawdads lineup. Ryan Ellis, Cam Calvillo, Joey Donnelly. Crawdads with 1 run this game so far. They don't know if it'll be enough yet. They'll have 6 outs to work with and try to score some more. Ryan Ellis will dig out of the left side. He's had a decently productive day so far. 1 for 2, single, strikeout, hit by pitch. He's in a bit of pain after being tagged with a fastball right on his number 2 on the back of his jersey. Seems to be okay now. Righty pitcher, lefty hitter. Ellis digs out of the left side. Sonoma trying to get their hitters out again with another opportunity. The first offering from Jones. Fastball outside, 1-0. Jones, a Los Medanos college guy. The Stompers have plenty of those on their roster. Not a guy with a ton of size, but he's had a really productive year in 2025 with the Sonoma Stompers. Looks in, now the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Ellis scoops at the low slider, 1-1. Ellis still deciding where he'll play in 2026 in the collegiate season. Most recently played at UT Arlington, but has battled a lot of injuries in his college career. The 1-1 pitch to him. Slider outside. 2-1 on Ryan Ellis. Guy with plenty of discipline, top of the order. 387 on base percentage will get you at the top of the order. Crawdad struggled earlier in the year getting on base early in games. The 2-1 pitch to Ellis. High fastball, ball 3. 3-1 on the lefty hitter from Peoria, Arizona. Started out locally in California to the Crawdads at St. Mary's in his 3rd season with the black and red. Jones set, now the 3-1. Swing and a miss. Might have nicked the bat of Ellis on the fastball. Count runs full. Nobody out, top of the 8th. 1-0 ball game in favor of the Crawdads. They're 2 innings away from clinching the CCL North. Calvillo on deck, Donnelly in the hole. 3-2 coming up on Ellis. Jones set at the belt. Now he pushes off the hill. Here's the 3-2. Fouled straight back on the outside fastball as Ellis stays alive. 3-2 again coming up.
Ellis so hard to strike out. Really disciplined guy, great 2-strike approach, chokes up on the barrel.
Only struck out 12 times in 30 games, along with 20 walks. Speaks to the eye. We'll do 3-2 again. Jones looking to get through this inning. Stompers pitching staff has done a great job today by and large. The 3-2 pitch. Hit hard out to left field, straight to Keys. They'll camp under it, and he catches the hard hit ball for the first down at the top of the 8th.
It's a good piece of hitting from Ryan Ellis. Unfortunately, defense for Sonoma really good in the outfield.
Keys likely still kicking himself for the error he had in the 4th inning that allowed the Crawdads to eventually score their lone run on the day. But other than that, he's been solid defensively. So that brings up the right-handed hitting 3rd baseman Cam Calvillo. Calvillo 1 for 3, pair of flyouts and a single that came back in the 1st. He was later left on base. First offering to him. Slider in there for a strike. A lot of break on it. 0-1. Jones has been one of the best relievers out of the pen for the Stompers this year. Does have 2 starts on the year as well. 1-0 record to his line. Jones stares in. Now the 0-1. Swing and a miss. High and away fastball. Gets Calvillo to go. Quickly 0-2 on the man from Castro Valley originally. Turned 22 on his season debut on June 17th against the Seagulls. Started the season a couple weeks late with the Crawdads. His 4th season with them. The 0-2 pitch. Fouled into the parking lot, right side. Count stays the same with 1 out, top of the 8th.
Jones has gone slider, fastball, slider. First pitch was honestly the best one that Calvillo might have gotten. Elevated slider again here. See what Jones goes to next.
Jones comes set at his number 43. Now the 0-2. Breaking ball outside. Barely a miss from Jones. He wanted strike 3 there, but it's ball 1. 1-2. Calvillo played most recently at Cal State Northridge. Hit .304 with the Matadors in 2025. The 1-2 pitch to him. Popped up high in the air, shallow right field. Coming in is Medine, and it's actually going to be the second baseman Silkin to make the catch. 2 outs, top of the 8th, bases empty.
Another slider catches Calvillo off guard up in the zone, and he's just way under it. Hard to catch up.
That brings up a tough out in Joey Donnelly. He's 0 for 3 today. Has had a storybook season for the Crawdads as he digs out of the left side. Leads the team in most categories. Hits, has 42 of those. Had 4 yesterday. First offering to the lefty hitter, breaking ball, catches the zone for a strike. Slider that time, 0-1. Has 9 doubles on the year. Finished the regular season with hits in 25 of the 33 games. The 0-1 pitch, high and tight fastball. Taken for a ball, 1-1. Donnelly committed to Fordham, the Atlantic 10 level. Fordham's the most winning college baseball program in terms of regular season wins in the country ever. The 1-1, slider in there for a strike. Donnelly talks to himself, knows he probably should have swung. 1-2.
Yeah, low slider, you got to just go under, scoop it, try to lift it deep.
2 strikes on him, 1-2. Jones comes set again. Now strides and shoots the 1-2. High and away fastball. Good eye from Donnelly, 2-2. He also leads the active Crawdads in RBIs. 25 of those on the year. That's if you don't include the 2 he had yesterday in the playoffs. 2-2 count on him. Here it comes. Fouled hard straight back. Got to play. Count will remain the same. Zach Justice, the cleanup man, will hit next if he can get aboard. Donnelly, a colleague of Kyle Harrison, the former San Francisco Giants left-handed pitcher now in the Red Sox organization. They played together at De La Salle High School in Concord. The 2-2 pitch to Donnelly. Called a ball inside. Jones was halfway to the dugout on the fastball. Count runs full.
It was too far inside, too close to the belt. Donnelly had to step back a little bit.
Everyone was looking to the umpire like, what's the call? They were all making their treks to the dugout, including Jones, the right-hander on the hill. Count runs full on Donnelly. Has 17 walks on the year. Not afraid to take pitches. The 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Changeup outside gets Donnelly to go, and they've retired him 4 times. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th in this crucial game. Stompers trying to get hitting. 1-0 Walnut Creek. A once sunny day in the Sonoma Valley has turned into a twilight moment for the Stompers. They trail 1-0, and they're going to be up to bat against the new pitcher for the Crawdads, the 6-foot, 210-pound right-handed Claremont McKenna guy, Cody Perry. Perry with a 3.37 ERA, 2 starts, 8 total appearances, 16 innings of work on the year. Strikes out a lot of guys. 17 Ks, only 7 walks. Last pitched against the Merchants a week ago.
Yeah, full rest for Perry. He was dominant in that game. 4 strikeouts, no hits, 1 run came across, and a pair of walks.
First offering to the 9-hole Keys. Fastball taken low, 1-0. Perry has pitched against the Stompers twice this year, 5 total innings. Hasn't given up a single earned run. He's the guy you want to bring out here if you're the Crawdads. The 1-0 pitch to Keys, the left-handed hitter. Popped high in the air, left side out of play, 1-1.
And to that point, we were talking with pitching coach Dustin Cheney for Walnut Creek, and he said the plan today was to throw out guys who had been really good against Sonoma before, Cody Perry namely.
Makes too much sense. He shakes off one side, agrees to the other. The 1-1 pitch from Perry. Hit hard left side. Is it fair? Yes, it is. Keys around first, digging for 2. He'll get in standing. It's a leadoff double in the bottom of the 8th inning for Trent Keys. That's his 3rd double of the day.
I was about to say, Casey, Trent Keys is seeing the ball so well today. He's just slapping it where the defense isn't in the outfield. What a monster game for the 9-hole man.
And the unfortunate thing is, if the Stompers lose, he'll be the reason they lose because he had the error in the 4th inning defensively. But hitting-wise, he's been their best hitter as a second leadoff guy, and here comes pitching coach Dustin Cheney, immediately talking to Perry after he only threw a couple of pitches against Keys before the double. The lineup flips over to Medine, the leadoff guy, 0 for 2. What's this conversation like?
Probably something mechanical, if I had to guess, Casey, with a little bit of composure. Obviously, Perry's a guy who thrives in high-pressure moments. He loves pitching in the spotlight. He loves it when the opponent's good. It's a do-or-die game. So I wonder if Cheney's seeing something and he's trying to go correct it. But it could just be all about, hey, stay right back in it, guys. 1 base runner. We can still get this.
Perry's only given up 1 earned run in his past 3 appearances, totaling over 5 innings of work. Had a really good year, plays for the CMS Stags in Southern California, a team that's composed of players from Claremont, Mudd, and Scripps. At the SCIAC Conference, the D3 level. Posted a 4.05 ERA with the Stags in 2025, career 4.23. So he'll face Quinn Medine, runner at second. Keys. He's the tying run. Righty on righty matchup. Medine shows bunt. First offering to him. Pulls it back on the low slider, 1-0. Medine has had a mixed day so far. He was one of the 2 walks that Ray Olivas dished out in the 3rd. But he's 0 for 2 overall with a pair of groundouts. Shows bunt again. The 1-0 pitch, here it comes. Pulls it back, but it's called a strike anyways. On the outside fastball, 1-1.
Perry really trying to paint the corners right now, Casey. Hasn't gone for anything in the heart of the plate against either Keys or Medine.
Keys calls time at second base. Might have dirt in his eye as he's wiping off his face after pulling off the helmet. Keys with a decent-sized lead over at second base as well as he resumes it now. 1-1 at the dish to Medine. Trying to be a big hero. Tying run at second, this 1-0 ball game in favor of the Crawdads. The 1-1 pitch. He shows bunt and bunts it out of the stadium. Behind the screen, 1-2. The Stompers have had now 4 doubles in this game, 5 total hits. They had a double at one point earlier and tried bunting, and it didn't work out. Stranded the leadoff double at second. That was back in the 4th when Sebastiani doubled as Perry spins back towards second, stepping off the rubber. Sebastiani doubled in that 4th to lead off the inning. Silkin showed bunt, couldn't get one down, and eventually grounded out to short. So they want to avoid the same mistake. But now Medine will have to hit on the 1-2. Perry stares in. Now the 1-2. Breaking ball swung on and fouled straight back. Barely getting contact on it, Medine. Count stays the same at 1-2.
Lots of movement from Perry in this outing, Kasey. And I like that he spun over and tried to at least look towards Keys over at second. Got to hold him closer to the bag.
The big bopper, Max Handren on deck. Keys at second base. 1-0 Crawdads. No outs. Bottom of the 8th. 1-2 to Medine. Coming up. Here it comes. Fastball tags his back. And Medine will be jogging over to first base as Cody Perry struggling out of the pen. He's allowed 2 base runners on a double and a hit by pitch. Nobody out. Bottom of the 8th.
Really tough spot. You got to just try and pitch everything low in the zone. Try to roll a pair here. That's your best hope right now. Handren's so good at contact.
One of the best hitters in the league down the stretch. Max Handren digs out of the left side. He has 1 hit on the day. Singled to right. Got out trying to stretch it to a double. Trying to be the hero. 2 on. Nobody out. Bottom of the 8th. First offering to Handren. In there for a strike. Fastball thigh level. 0-1.
It's a good recovery. Perry's, like I mentioned earlier, just trying to pitch around, and he's just attacked the zone.
Handren's a tough out. .439 average in 19 games in the regular season. Second highest average on the Stompers. The 0-1 pitch to Handren. As he drives it to deep center field, Esquivel ranging back. He'll make the catch. Keys tagging the throw. The relay not in time. There'll be no throw from Leininger at short. Runners at the corners after the productive out to center field. 1 out, bottom of the 8th.
That looks well struck off the bat, but instead kind of dies into center field. Esquivel does a nice job tracking it.
That center field is so ambiguous. There's a lot of room behind Esquivel. If you can get one behind him, that's a triple, perhaps. But nonetheless, all they need is a single or a sacrifice fly to tie this game up. As that'll bring up Nicholas Sebastiani, who, speaking of extra base hits, had a double in the 4th. He's 1 for 3. Be a righty-on-righty matchup with runners on the corners. Keys at third. Medine over at first base still. 1 out, bottom of the 8th. The first offering. Sebastiani takes a strike. Fastball knee level. 0-1. Crawdad struck out the side thanks to Dylan McShane last inning. But this inning's been a lot more trouble so far for Perry. See if he can get out of the inning without much damage. Runners on the corner still. Biggest moment so far for the Stompers. The 0-1. Fastball. Call the ball just outside. Close miss from Perry. He doesn't agree, but it's 1-1.
I'm kind of with Perry there. That was the same location. Got the strike the first time, but doesn't the second time? Okay.
The umpire says otherwise. Sebastiani missed a lot of time with a lower body injury with the Stompers. He's trying to be their hero now. Also has a brother on the team as Perry throws to first, trying to nab the runner Medine, who gets back head first. Sebastiani, no stranger to the Stompers. He's from Sonoma originally, played with the team in 2024. Also played at the nearby Santa Rosa Junior College. The 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball in the dirt. Taken for ball 2, 2-1. Sebastiani only returned to the lineup 5 days ago on July 25th. He missed 22 days of action. He's had 5 hits since returning. At 27 on the regular season. The 2-1 pitch from Perry. Breaking ball hit softly to the right side, and it's off the foot of the runner Medine. Throw to first. In time. Is that a double play?
That is. Runner interference, then they get the out at first. That's a double play. At least it should have been.
They're going to, I think, call Sebastiani safe at first base. So it's a dead ball. The Crawdads thought they were done with this inning. It's a tied ball game now. Excuse me, Keys stayed at third. Correction, 1-0 still. Very confusing sequence because the umpire called it a double play.
He did. I guess officially it's going to be dead ball, but that's a big break for the Crawdads. You wanted something on the ground, try and turn.
First offering to the righty hitter, Silkin, is in the dirt. Slider that time, 1-0. And I mean, if you're the umpire, you got to make that call because the Crawdads thought, wow, we can go back hitting now. It's going to be the 9th inning. but instead a dead ball. Silkin digs out of the right side. After the leadoff double, it hasn't been much. The 1-0, fastball in there for a strike, inside corner, 1-1. Stompers with 4 outs left on their season. They have the tying run over at third base. Sebastiani at first, Keys at third base. 1-1 at the dish to Silkin. Perry agrees. The 1-1, fastball hit off Perry's glove up the middle. Tough play for Hirayama, and he can't make the play. This ball game is tied off the infield single from Xander Silkin. What a ball game here in Sonoma. 2 outs, bottom of the 8th, 1-1.
Wow, Kasey, that's a really tough one. If Perry leaves it for Hirayama to try and get, that's the end of the inning. Instead, he tries to make the play himself, but it tips off his glove. The weird spin of it allows it to kind of go softly in the grass, and then Hirayama can't get there.
It's runners at first and second, 2 outs, bottom of the 8th, as head coach Brant Cummings coming to talk to Perry. Maybe to take him out. We've seen situations where that doesn't happen, but it looks like he'll take the ball. But right now, it's a 1-1 ball game, bottom of the 8th, 2 outs. And it'll be Cam Hegeman. We'll take a step aside before resuming action in this inning. Crawdads and Stompers knotted up at 1. We have an instant classic already here in Sonoma. Crawdads and Stompers in this elimination game, tied up at 1. Winner will go down to Southern California to play the Oaks in the CCL title series. Brady Wilson will relieve Cody Perry. Gave up the game-tying run after the RBI single from Xander Silkin. Silkin stands over at first. Sebastiani at second, who got aboard via the fielder's choice. That brings him Cam Hegeman against Wilson, right-hander, 6'2", 220 pounds. 5.6 ERA and 17 2/3 innings pitched. Wilson a two-way guy. Hegeman the center fielder, 0 for 3. Righty on righty matchup, the pitch. Breaking ball floats in for a strike, going 1. Wilson, his last time pitching, struck out the side against the Merchants in the final inning. That clinched the Crawdads the playoff. The 0-1, swing and a miss. Late hack from Hegeman on the fastball. 0-2 quickly on the center fielder.
Lots of velo on the fastball there from Wilson. He's dialed it up as of late as a reliever.
Trying to get the punch out here. Tied ball game. Looks at second, now home. The 0-2, breaking ball away. Also low, 1-2. Went to the slider that time. Crawdads trying to get back to the CCL title game. Or series, rather. Best of 3 against Conejo. We won earlier today against the Saints. The 1-2 pitch to Hegeman. Swing and a miss. High and away fastball as Wilson gets it done early. Only takes 1 out for Wilson to get out of the inning. We'll go to the top of the 9th. 1-1 ball game. top of the 9th inning, 1-1 in this do-or-die game between the Crawdads and the Stompers. The winner has the right to be the visiting team in the CCL title series against the Oaks, who won earlier today. Jones still on the hill for the Stompers. He'll begin this 9th against the Crawdads' middle of the order, 4, 5, 6. Justin Jones did a good job out of the bullpen last inning, went 1, 2, 3. Stompers were able to play a bit of small ball after the leadoff double and score in Keys last inning as well. We're all knotted up at 1. Crawdads have been mired by lackluster offense today. Only 4 total hits for the Crawdads. Zach Justice, the catcher, digs out of the right side against Jones. Justice hitless in 3 tries, did get aboard and scored via the error. A lone run the Crawdads have crossed the plate with today. Jones comes set on the right side. Now the first offering. Breaking ball low, 1-0. Slider taken from Justice. Zach Justice has been one of the best hitters for the Crawdads as of late. Ended the season with 3 hits in his last 3 games. The 1-0 as he fouls it back to the screen, 1-1. He's committed to San Diego State after spending time at Oregon. Didn't play much with the Ducks, a team that hosted the Eugene Regional in 2025, but didn't make it out of it. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Change up low and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Zach Justice. Guy with 4 multi-hit games on the year. Only a .289 on base percentage. Likes to swing the bat. The 1-2 pitch from Jones. Swing and a miss. Fastball hard of the zone. Gets Zach to go. And that's back-to-back strikeouts dating back to the 8th. For Jones, 1 out, top of the 9th. So that'll bring up Cam Taylor with 1 out. Taylor's been the Crawdads' lone source of RBIs today. Had an RBI double to score injustice in the 4th in this 1-1 ball game. Crawdads led 1-0 until last inning. The first pitch to the lefty hitter. Fastball inside, 1-0. Taylor takes. Overall, he's 1 for 2. Walked and flied out in addition to the double. Guy from Lithonia, Georgia. One of a few Crawdads not from California. The 1-0 pitch to him. He takes a strike. Fastball around the knees. 1-1 to Cam. 23 years old, has 2 years of eligibility left. In the portal out of Eastern Kentucky University. Played for the Atlanta Blues last year in summer ball. The 1-1 pitch. Slider catches the zone. Inside corner, 1-2. Taylor trying to avoid being the 3rd straight strikeout victim from Jones, dating back to the 8th. He struck out Justice and Donnelly. 1-2 on Taylor. Righty pitcher, lefty hitter. Lifts up the leg, now the pitch. Half swing, did he go? Appeal, no he didn't. A close call to make on the slider that Taylor wanted to go around on. Count even, 2-2.
Nearly a sword there. Great job from Taylor to hold up the bat just in time. He's been a good guy with a 2-strike approach, but Jones is dealing right now.
Jones frustrated by the call. So he agrees to the second sign he sees from Pulowski. Now the 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball fouled. Left side out of play. Count will stay 2-2. The energy right now in Sonoma feels like everyone is on the edge of their seat. Crowd of about 300 people here in Sonoma at Arnold Field. The night sky almost upon us with the lights turned on in the outfield. The 2-2 pitch to Taylor as he lines it foul left side. The other way, count stays at 2-2. Taylor ended the regular season as a .253 hitter in 28 games, got on base in 27 of those games. It's been a great source of offense for the Crawdads, also a veteran leader. The oldest player on the team. Jones agrees to the sign. Big moment. The 2-2. Fastball hit high and foul left side. We'll stay 2-2.
Taylor's been sitting fastball for a while now. Fouled off a couple of breaking balls. Got the heater like he wanted. But ultimately, it's inside. Has to jam it away.
Taylor was hitting .208 on July 5th, 25 days ago. Now hitting .253. Big improvement. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back Ks in the top of the 9th. for Justin Jones as he gets Taylor on the high fastball. And that's now 3 strikeouts in a row for Jones, dating back to last inning. 2 outs, top of the ninth.
He's just daring the Crawdads hitters to try him. Everything is pretty much up in the zone, and the Crawdads cannot get to it with the bat. The heater is just filthy.
Leininger, the lefty hitter now up, will surely not want to strike out because he struck out 3 times today. But Jones is feeling it on the hill. First offering to the shortstop. Fastball inside, called a ball, 1-0. All 3 of the Leininger strikeouts have been swinging so far. Looking to avoid that here. Be a hero for the Crawdads. As if they don't score, the Stompers could walk it off next inning. The 1-0, breaking ball in there for a strike. Big loop on the slider. Brings the count to 1-1.
I thought that was a mistake there from Jones. Left a slider over the heart of the plate. I'm kind of surprised Leininger didn't crush it.
Jones staying focused. First base side of the rubber. The 1-1 pitch. Fastball swing and a miss. 1-2 on Leininger. Jones 1 pitch away from striking out the side in the 9th. The biggest inning of the year for both these teams. Leininger late on the fastball. Have to choke up here. Jones agrees to the sign. Set at the belt. Brings up the leg. The 1-2. Fastball popped foul. Hits off the light right above us. Stay 1-2. Jones looking for the punch out. Crawdads have struck out a lot today. Leininger has been a victim 3 times. Team has struck out 10 times total in this elimination game. Not much offense. It's 1-1, top of the 9th. 1-2 count with 2 outs. Here it comes. Breaking ball outside. Jones wanted the call. Grimacing after the home plate umpire didn't make the strike signal. 2-2. Jones, the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Low slider saves the inning as Justin Jones strikes out the side in the top of the 9th inning. What a pitching duel here in Sonoma. Bottom of the 9th coming up. Biggest inning of the year for the Stompers and the Crawdads as Sonoma will try to walk it off against the Crawdads here on the Crawdads Streaming Network. Stompers with a chance to walk it off in the bottom of the 9th inning. A run would get them to the CCL title series against Conejo. Brady Wilson still on the hill for the Crawdads. He faced one hitter by the name of Cam Hegeman in the 8th inning. Got him down on strikes. So I'll try to sit down the Stompers. It'll be the bottom of the order, 6, 7, 8. As Kyle Olympia, the shortstop, digs out of the right side. Righty on righty. First offering is a high fastball, 1-0. Olympia, one of a few reinforcements the Stompers saw join their lineup late. The 1-0, fastball away, 2-0. Quickly, a hitter's count for Kyle Olympia, who's had a tough day, 0 for 3, a pair of flyouts and a strikeout. He readies up again for the 2-0. The pitch from Brady. High fastball once more. That time a little bit inside as well. 3 balls, no strikes on the shortstop. Trying to be an early base runner in the bottom of the 9th for the Stompers. A run gets them to the title. The 3-0 pitch from Wilson. Fastball high and tight, ball 4. A 4-pitch walk to Kyle Olympia. He's aboard. Nobody out, bottom of the 9th in this 1-1 ball game.
Wilson was looking great. His one at-bat against Hageman in the last inning, just dialing up the heat up to 93, and then all of a sudden hasn't been able to find the zone.
The winning run at first base for the Stompers. Olympia has 1 stolen base and 1 try this year. As the lefty hitter Lazul digs in, shows bunt, and gets it down. Justice picks it up. He'll throw to first, and it's off the glove of Taylor. And it's a mess right now. Throw to third, not in time. Runners on the corners. Nobody out as Lazul capitalizes on the error. Olympia into third on the messy defensive sequence in the bottom of the 9th.
Wow, I can't believe it, Kasey. Thought that was a bona fide out over at first. I mean, we'll have to see what they scored officially, whether that's on Justice or Taylor, but oh my goodness, the Crawdads can't afford this.
That brings up Connor Pulowski. Stompers 90 feet away from going to the title. Runners on the corners, nobody out for the righty catcher. First offering to him, high and tight breaking ball, 1-0. Pulowski 0 for 3. Struck out 2 innings ago, grounded out and popped out. Olympia 90 feet away from winning the North. The 1-0 pitch from Wilson. High and away fastball, 2-0. He cannot buy a strike right now.
No, not at all. He's trying to just overpower the hitters and at the sacrifice of his location.
The root of the Crawdad struggles this year has been defense. Might have costed them here. The 2-0 pitch from Wilson. High and tight. Fastball again. Can't find the zone as Pulowski scoots out of the way. 3-0. Shirley will keep the bat on his shoulder here. A walk would load the bases for the 9-hole Keys, who has 3 doubles today. He's on deck. The 3-0 pitch. Pitch called a strike at the knees. Fastball finally called a strike. 3-1. Brady Wilson did a good job last inning relieving Cody Perry after the Stompers tied the game. Pulowski trying to win it. The 3-1 pitch. Called ball 4. High and tight fastball as Wilson cannot find the zone. Bases loaded. Nobody out. Bottom of the 9th for Trent Keys.
Is looking really grim right now for Walnut Creek, Kasey. Wilson struggling on the hill as Cheney's going to come talk to him. The play is at home. That's at least the good part, is the force play is at home. Got to try and roll a ground ball, get the out at home, and maybe try for another at first. That's the Crawdad best hope right now.
Excuse me. Crawdad, exactly, and the Crawdads infield and outfield will be well in. Got to catch the runner at third, Olympia, potentially tagging on a fly ball to the outfield. And like you mentioned, the play at home undoubtedly. Bases loaded for Keys as Dustin Cheney, pitching coach for the Crawdads, went out and talked to Brady Wilson. Now he heads back to the dugout. It's Wilson's inning to manage for now. Trent Keys digs out of the left side. He had a botched defensive play to allow the lone Crawdads run, but he has been electric as a hitter today. Scored the tying run last inning, 3 for 3 with 3 doubles, 6 total bases. First offering to the lefty hitter, swing and a miss. Got ambitious on the fastball, 0-1. The winning run 90 feet away for the Stompers for the right to go to the title series. Crawdads trying to keep their season alive. They need a miracle right now. The 0-1 from Wilson. Fouled behind us, left side 0-2. Wilson with a chance to get the K here, and then it would look a bit more promising for the Crawdads defense. Stompers without a hit this inning. It's been 2 walks and an error to load the bases. They need 1 run to clinch the North.
Just have to lift something in the air.
The 0-2, fouled straight back. Fastball a little bit outside, got Keys to go, 0-2. Keys, despite being a hero today, not the best hitter this year for the Stompers. Hit 179 in 33 games. But today he's been electric. Finished the regular season with a .439 on-base percentage. The 0-2 to Keys. Strike 3 looking. Slider outside. Second of the day for Wilson. 1 out as the lineup flips over in the bottom of the 9th for Quinn Medine.
That is a nasty pitch from Brady Wilson. Just catches Keys stunned on the low slider. Beautiful location.
As the Crawdads can roll a pair. They'd be sitting pretty as the righty hitter Medine digs in. First offering to him, fastball high, 1-0. A walk would win the game and the North for the Stompers. They won't be itching to swing at pitches out of the zone. Wilson with already 2 walks in the inning. Medine, righty on righty matchup with Wilson as Brady steps off. Can't balk anyone either. Got to be careful with the feet.
Absolutely.
Medine today has been up 4 times. Hit by a pitch, walked, grounded out twice. So for 2. The 1-0, breaking ball in the dirt, blocked by Justice. A ball to the backstop would also win the game. Good for Justice to block it. 2-0. Stompers 2 balls away from winning the North. The crowd is into it here in Sonoma. Night sky fully upon us. The 2-0 pitch to Medine. Fastball in there for a strike. Good recovery from Wilson. Gets the fastball around the knees, 2-1.
Yeah, great pitch from Brady Wilson there. Nice location out and away. Even if Medina got there, probably rolls a pair.
Wilson set again. The 2-1. Fouled straight back. Fastball that time, 2-2. If he can get the punch out here, the Crawdads put themselves in a much safer position defensively.
Absolutely needs to get an out.
Max Handren on deck. He'd be up, assuming Medine doesn't hit into a pair. The 2-2. Fouled off the end of the bat, right side, straight to the Stompers' dugout. 2-2 still. Medine, a .471 hitter during the regular season in 5 games. He was reliable to get hits, had a 5. The 2-2 pitch. Half swing, did he go? He did. Appeal to third, back-to-back strikeouts for Brady Wilson in the bottom of the 9th after loading the bases. Max Handren will dig in out of the left side now with 2 outs after Brady Wilson commanding the zone a bit more.
Massive pitch for Wilson. Now he's got a really tall task, Casey. You just have to keep everything low. Force a soft ground ball to one of the infielders, get a force play, go to the top of the 10th.
Handren digs out of the left side. He's 1 for 4 with a single. One of the best hitters in the CCL North. First offering to him, breaking ball in the dirt, 1-0. Handren this season at .439. Walked 15 times, 12 strikeouts. Either needs a walk or a base hit. Just wants to get on base to win the game. The 1-0, high and tight fastball. In on the hands, 2-0. It's another 2-0 count from Wilson. I've lost track of how many there's been and how many there have been in this inning, excuse me.
It's been far too many. Hasn't been able to win the first pitch battle.
Back-to-back Ks for Wilson this inning. The 2-0. Fastball inside, 3-0. All Handren has to do is take a ball, and the season would be over for the Crawdads. Wilson has to put one in the zone here. 3-0 count at the dish to Handren. 2 outs, bases loaded. The 3-0, called a strike. High and tight pitch in the zone, 3-1. Bases loaded in this 1-1 ball game. 2 outs, 3-1. This is every kid's dream right now. The 3-1. A broken bat flared out to shallow center field. Esquivel there for the catch. Crawdads strand, the bases loaded after there were nobody retired. Back-to-back walks and an error. We're going to extras. Top of the 10th inning. 1-1 here in Sonoma. extra innings in the CCL North Championship. Top of the 10th set to begin between these two sides, 1-1. Coupland, Esquivel, Hirayama will try to get the Crawdads the lead in the top of the 10th. As the visiting team, they'll still have to play defense next half inning. They were down to a point where the Stompers had bases loaded, nobody out. And somehow, some way, the Crawdads got out of the inning. Thanks to Brady Wilson.
Yeah, he was magnificent. 2 punch outs, broken bat fly ball to center. I mean, way to keep your composure.
Joe Coupland will dig out of the right side against Jones. He's riding out his 3rd inning. It's been phenomenal so far for the Stompers. He's retired all 6 batters he's faced, including 4 strikeouts in a row. Righty on righty matched up for Coupland. Left fielder's 0 for 3. 3 groundouts so far for him. He's heated up this part of the year. As he immediately shows bunt, first offering to him as he bounces it foul left side. There is the automatic runner at second base. Something you don't see in the postseason in the majors.
Yeah, it's Riley Leininger. Guy with a big frame and good speed. So I like the small ball approach from Coupland. Just try to move the runner.
Leininger at second base, has some speed. You really just need a base hit to bring that runner around. But Coupland immediately showing bunt as he fouled one off after scoring one to the left side. Crawdad season was hanging on by a thread last inning. Somehow made it out. Nico DeFazio will be the pinch hitter after Joe Coupland for Chris Esquivel. The 0-1 pitch. High and inside breaking ball. Slider that time, 1-1. Coupland trying to rewrite his day. 0 for 3. Mentioned the 3 groundouts, including a soft one to third, his most recent time up. Leininger with a healthy lead at second base. The bunt, the 1-1 as he gets one down. Back to the pitcher, Jones. He looks at third, throws to first in time. Jones looked a bit confused on what to do, but ultimately threw over to the first base side for the first out.
But a productive out nonetheless. It's exactly what the Crawdads want to do. Just move the runner over. Now you've got DeFazio and Hirayama with a good chance to put something into the outfield and allow Leininger to at least tag and come home.
The pinch hitter is Nico DeFazio. Comes in for the center fielder, Chris Esquivel, who was 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch and 2 Ks. DeFazio has had a good season. .250 hitter in the regular season, 11 hits in 44 at-bats. Crawdads, the go-ahead run 90 feet away with 1 out, top of the 10th. First offering to the righty. Fastball low and away, 1-0. Nobody up and throwing right now for the Stompers. They're letting Jones ride this out. He's retired 7 hitters in a row, but does have the automatic runner over at third. The 1-0, breaking ball, call the ball just outside, 2-0. DeFazio was an everyday starter for the Crawdads until about 3 days ago. Hunter Hirayama on deck. Reinforcement in the infield allowed the Crawdads to have some leeway. The 2-0 pitch. Breaking ball catches the zone. Slider for a strike. 2 balls and a strike to DeFazio. A packed house here at Arnold Field in Sonoma. Fans nearly saw their team walk it off last inning. Had the winning run 90 feet away with no outs, but they squandered the opportunity. The 2-1 pitch. As it's flared to shallow right field. Here comes the center fielder, Medine, but it's going to be the center fielder, Hageman, who throws home. Not in time. Sacrifice fly for DeFazio. Brings in the automatic runner. 2-1 Crawdads. Top of the 10th inning, 2 outs.
That is perfect small ball, Kasey. Great hit from DeFazio, pushing it into the outfield, and Leininger just charging full speed. Not a chance.
So bases empty, 2 outs for the righty hitter, Hunter Hirayama. And that ball looked like it was going to straightaway center and then tailed a bit to the right. There's a bit of wind. Not too heavy, though. Hirayama 1 for 3 with a single. First offering to him. Fastball in there for a strike. 0-1. And that's tough for the pitcher, Jones, because he's retired 8 in a row, but that run won't hang on his head as the automatic runner, but a tough spot to be in nonetheless. The 0-1, fastball away, 1-1. Looking ahead to next inning in the bottom of the 10th. Stompers will have Sebastiani, Silk, and Hegeman with the automatic runner Handren at second base. The 1-1. Change up in there for a strike. 1-2. Hirayama having to choke up now. 1-2 count on him. Jones has already struck out 4 today. The 1-2 pitch to Hunter. Chopped right side into right field for a base hit. Second single of the day for Hirayama. He rounds first. Inning continues, top of the 10th. 2-1 Crawdads still. 2 outs in the inning.
That's a great piece of hitting too, Casey, not only because Hirayama does a nice job putting in play, but it brings up Ellis, a guy who's been clutch his entire Crawdad career with a chance to extend the lead.
That's about right. As the lineup flips over to Ryan Ellis, lefty hitter. 1 for 3 hit by pitch, single, strikeout, flyout. Facing off against Jones for the second time. He's retired against him earlier. It's the first base runner that Jones has allowed all game. Retired 8 in a row before that. Righty pitcher, lefty hitter. The first offering, swing and a miss. Fastball hard to the plate, 0-1. Crawdads with a 1-run lead. Judging what we saw last inning, that could be enough. Stompers had bases loaded, nobody out. Still couldn't get the winning run across. The 0-1, breaking ball in there for a strike. Ellis thought about going, but held up. 0-2. Calvillo would be next if Ellis can get aboard. Crawdads will have some defensive movement next inning with Esquivel being pinch hit for by DeFazio. Throw over to first from Jones. Hirayama back in head first. DeFazio, a Houston Christian commit. He'll play somewhere in defensively for the Crawdads next inning. 0-2 at the dish to Ellis. Hirayama big lead at first. The pitch, swing and a miss. Ellis tried to go with the slider, couldn't. But the Crawdads have the lead, 2-1 as we go to the bottom of the 10th. Automatic runner will be Handren at second base for the Stompers. Crawdads are 3 outs away defensively for having the right to play in the CCL title series against the Conejo Oaks. Brady Wilson has gone an inning and a third on the hill. Trying to get through more. Allowed the bases to be loaded in the 9th, but stranded the base runners the rest of the way. He'll face off against Sebastiani, Silkin, and Hegeman with the automatic runner Handren at second base. Stompers 180 feet away from tying this ball game up again. They trailed 1-0 for the bulk of it, then tied the ball game up in the 8th. So digging in now with Sebastiani. One hit for him in 4 tries. A double in the 4th, his lone base knock. Handren at second, the automatic runner. 2-1 ball game. Righty on righty matchup as Wilson looks in, now fires. Slow breaking ball hard to the plate. Drapes in for a strike, going 1.
It's a great first pitch strike from Wilson. Not what Sebastiani was expecting. He gets away with it.
0-1 to Sebastiani. Sonoma native trying to be the hero. As he clocks one to deep left field. Going back. Season over! My goodness! The Sonoma Stompers have walked it off in extra innings. Nick Sebastiani, the hometown kid, walks it off bottom of the 10th. 2-run knock to left. 3-2 final as they shower him with Gatorade at home plate. Listen to that crowd. The Crawdads scored in the top of the 10th inning. All they needed to do was end the game with 3 outs. But it's a walk-off bomb from Nick Sebastiani. And the season's over for the Crawdads.
It was a good season, all things considered, Kasey. I think 2025 for Walnut Creek will be remembered as a season of what-ifs at the end of the day. 6 players came and went, 4 of them hitting over 280 at the time they left. Then they come with a late surge after Hirayama joins defensively at second. They win 5 straight to close out the year. A masterclass yesterday against the Blues, and then they nearly had it today. Just a tough pitch there from Wilson, and Sebastiani was sitting on the slider waiting for it. He saw it, and that was all she wrote.
That was Sebastiani's 5th home run of the year, and his first since June 29th, over a month. This is one of the best ball games in the CCL season to this point, And unfortunately, it's going to end with the Crawdads season coming to a close. Brady Wilson will be tagged with the loss. Justin Jones the win. As Arnold Field is stormed by fans and kids as the Stompers make their way to right, Crawdads in left, hanging their heads low after the season comes to an end. Any final thoughts?
Great season, all things considered, from Walnut Creek. That's really what you asked for. The playoff bubble, it looked like they might not make it a week ago. Then they really put it together super strong. They played well today, all things considered, Kasey. Just a few mistakes that's what's going to get you in playoff baseball at the end of the day. But all things considered, I think this is a successful season, another season over 500, another season in the playoffs for head coach Brent Cummings. He has been starting a program here that's become really successful, all things considered.
Sebastiani, the hometown kid from Sonoma, gets the walk-off bomb to left. As that'll just about do things. Final score, 3-2 in this low-scoring affair. The Stompers will play the Conejo Oaks starting Friday in the championship series. Conejo trying to defend their title. But thanks again to everyone who tuned in this season, all the Crawdads players, everyone involved for the 40-plus games the team played this year. Kasey Kazliner, Charlie Limoncelli, here every single game, taking you through the action as the Crawdads close the book on what was an up-and-down year, one that really had a lot of promise late in the season, but one they couldn't finish off here at Arnold Field. So we'll say thank you one final time. 3-2 final. Crawdad season comes to an end.